Maybe we don't have wings, but we can do anything, anything. Look at me, I'm dreaming. I just gave the moon a high five. Don't you know that freedom is a place in your mind? I'll laugh and cry with you until the grass turns blue and the sky bright green. 'Cause I don't want anything less than everything here with you. Look at me, I'm dreaming. I just gave the moon a high five. Don't you know that freedom is a place in your mind? And if we let go, maybe we'll rise up to the clouds and find a new high. Baby, let go. Baby, let go.
Saturday, the Barr-Reeve Volleyball team is playing in the Class A state championship against Lafayette Central Catholic. Sure, that's a lot of pressure, but that's nothing compared to what this program has dealt with the last few weeks. In Viking country, they are no strangers to athletic success. 8 times they've made it to the state finals, with each trip ending with a loss. This year's Lady Vikings plan to end that title drought and bring home the school's very first state championship.
It'll mean a lot to us if we can actually bring it home, be the first team to bring it home for our school. Yeah, we want to make history.
If the Lady Vikings can make history, that means they would accomplish their ultimate goal of honoring a former classmate, friend, and brother, Brandon Wagler. Back on September 29th, the 2013 Barr-Reeve valedictorian and 2 sports star was tragically killed in a car accident.
Completely changed our perspective into not wanting it for us or for Amber, for the community, but to honor him, and that became our main goal.
This team entered the season with the motto 1, referring to 3 years ago when they fell 1 point and 1 game short of state. The motto 1 quickly took a different meaning after Brandon's death.
It wasn't until that tragic accident what we figured out 1 really meant, and it's that we're playing for this one family, and our entire community is one family, and that's what we want to do it for. We want to win. We want to win this for the Wagler family.
With many special tributes, Coach DeCourcy and the Lady Vikings have done their part to help the Wagler family honor Brandon, including a very special night on October 25th. That evening, Barr-Reeve won sectionals on the same floor that Brandon and the Barr-Reeve boys basketball team did 7 months before.
Brandon had won a sectional title there at Lagodi, and just wanting to win that for him, for his family, so they could go down on that floor and relive those special memories that they had there with him last March.
The longer Barr-Reeve keeps going, the longer they hope they can provide the Wagler family with some sort of comfort. No doubt the moment after sectionals at Lagodi was special, but the Lady Vikings know a state championship is what they've had their sights on delivering to the Wagler family.
I've seen him cry a couple times because Amber mentions how we're trying to win this for Brandon, and it means a lot that we can provide for the family, you know, a little outlet. He really supported us, so it was kind of one thing that we wanted to play for him and play for his family.
It's a big honor for them to know that we're playing more for him than for ourselves. I think it would bring a lot of happiness to them and their family.
Sports 10 wishes Barr-Reeve the best of luck Saturday in the state finals, and I hope they can bring home that state title for the Wagler family. I also have to give a special thanks to my Emmy award-winning photographer, John Tim, who worked on this story with me. That does it for sports. The news will be right back.
On Shady Stall. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Shady is going to be in the fans in the stands, so right now we'll take it to him over across the way. Viking Nation, it is the day. We're in the Class 1A State Championship Finals at Worthing Arena in Muncie, and we're doing the fans in the stands, and I'm here with Danielle, who is the mother of Hania Cisco. And Danielle, I know it's been an exciting week, and what can you tell me about Hania's, what she's been like around the house this week?
Hania's been great, actually, very calm, very pleasant. I'm very fortunate to say that I'm Hania's mom.
Well, good. So she's probably been a little more calm than what Mother has, right?
I promise you, she's been a lot calmer than Mom has been, for sure.
Well, certainly it's been a pleasure for me as a fan to see how Hania has grown in her 4 years of high school. And I know that she really loves to play for Coach Amber. You've talked to me about what Coach Amber means to you and to your daughter. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I can try to do this without crying. I've always said that I'm Hania's mom. Amber is her coach. But I will tell you now that Hania would not be the young woman she is today without Amber DeCourcy. She is very, very dear to the Cisco and Widener family, that's for sure.
Well, and certainly Amber, as we know, was named the 1A State Coach of the Year for the entire state in 1A last night at the banquet, so certainly a very deserving award. And Danielle, I'll be watching you from across the floor. Good luck today, and I hope Hania does well.
Thank you so much, Shetty. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to try to find some of the other senior parents here as I pass through the crowd, and it's, of course, a little crowded here, as you can imagine. A good group of people already in the stands. Devon and Lori, I need to talk to you about this game. Notes here. Devon, I'm going to talk to you first. I want to tell a story about what, remember you saying about Jenna, probably back when she was a freshman, about you being up in the hayloft and throwing balls down the haymow at her to help her with her digs.
Yeah, that's true there. I think it helped a lot.
I think too it did. Whatever it was, it certainly worked. How does this compare, you think? I know Ethan's made a trip up here, and I know girls most times are a little more probably excited about these things than boys. How does this compare with the trips that the boys have made?
Oh, it's not much different, you know. Girls are a little different. They're a little more dramatized stuff, you know, but it's more or less all the same. Yeah.
Well, okay, Lori, I was talking to Ruth Ann Burkhart, of course, probably went back when she coached you at Barr-Reeve, right? And she was talking about the connection that she has with this team, as there's 4 girls on this varsity team that she coached in high school, and you were one of them. So I just wanted to, and I imagine that Ruth Ann was probably a similar coach to play for as Amber DeCourcy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's what I tell Jen all the time. I said they were both very driven coaches and very good motivators, and I can see a lot of comparison. They make them work hard.
Well, Ruth Ann was, during the regional, she was sitting there in front of the media bench, and she was doing just as much coaching as Amber was. So this is good for the community. These girls deserve this after all the Barr-Reeve community's been through. And certainly wish Jenna the very best of luck. How's Jenna been around the house this week?
She's way more uncool than I ever could be. She's more focused than I mean, she's always kind of a person just focused and driven and just way more calm than both of her parents.
Oh, well, good luck today. Thank you. 1 game left. Getting called out here among the crowd. I got a couple parents left to go if I can get to them. The Barr-Reeve student section filling in already, and just a good-sized crowd on hand. I hope to get to talk to Aaron Ash and talk about how many tickets Barr-Reeve has sold, but I know that it's been well over 500. So I hope you still got me over there, Mr. Kavanaugh. Give me a thumbs up. So. Camilla Graber, the mother of Tracy, and by the way, Camilla makes the very best whoopie pies of anybody I know. That's an old Amish recipe, but we're not here to talk about whoopie pies today. Camilla, I know that Tracy loves to play for her coach. What can you tell me about what Tracy feels for Coach Amber?
Oh, she loves her very much. I don't know what she would do without her.
And we had, over the years, some trouble, Tracy, with her back, and you guys were able to get that straightened out, and she's had a tremendous senior year.
Yes, she has.
Okay, well, Randall, I trust that you and Tanner and Tyler have been taking it easy on Tracy around the house this week and helping her out with her part of the house chores. I know that's true.
Oh, we always do.
Well, I know that you got to win a sectional with Tyler in baseball and go to the regional finals. And would you say that Tracy around the house this week has been a little different than Tyler, or is it about the same excitement level?
I'd say she's more excited because there's a state championship she's playing for. Tyler was excited for his sectional for baseball, but it's a little different with him going all the way to state.
Every game, just another step closer to state championship. And thanks for talking to me, and hopefully that we'll bring that one home today.
Barr-Reeve
Barr-Reeve and Lafayette Central Catholic set to take off or tip off at about 11 o'clock, but probably a little bit before they'll do the starting lineups. Barr-Reeve now had done some warm-ups. Now they're off the court. But so if you're ready, Shady.
Okay, I'm here with Karen Hoover and Chris, the parents of Allison Hoover. And Karen, I just know that Allie in her senior year, I know throughout her high school career, she's been at times, she's been on Amber gets on her case a little bit, but all these girls, and especially her, look like they love to play for Coach Amber. What can you tell us about the relationship that Allie has with her coach?
Oh, well, I can't say enough about that. She's the best coach. She's the most dedicated coach. She really treats those girls just like they're her daughters. She loves each and every one of them, and she gives it all to each one of them.
And Amber last night was named the 1A Coach of the Year for the state of Indiana, and certainly an award very deserving, wouldn't you say?
Oh my goodness, no one deserves it more than her. The time she puts into these girls, the time away from her family, which I know she gets tons of support from her family, but she's the best coach ever.
And as I was telling Lori, Ruth Ann Burkhart, of course it was Wint when she was your coach in high school, right? And she was talking about the connection that she has with this team, as there's 4 girls on this varsity team, that she was the coach of their mothers. So how would you compare playing for Ruth Ann compared to what you think it is for Allie to play for Amber? Are they similar?
Well, I don't know. I never played for Amber, but I know Ruth Ann was very dedicated too. She wanted the best for our team and treated us all so much respect and loved each one of us too. So I just think there's always a special bond between your coach and volleyball. It's just a wonderful sport, and I loved it, and my daughter loves it.
Well, it truly is one community, one family at Barr-Reeve. Karen, thanks for talking to me, and good luck. I hope you're excited. Oh, you're nervous.
Oh, I'm nervous and excited. Thanks.
Chris, I trust that you and Blake have been doing your share around the house this week, making it a little easy on Allie.
Well, we try anyhow, but I don't know about that.
Well, I know you have to be so proud of your daughter for in a senior year getting to do this after getting so close when they were a freshman. And so you're, from a dad's standpoint, how do you think Allie's been around the house this week?
She's actually been a lot calmer than I have been. I think I've been more nervous than her actually this week. But she's definitely put the time in, and I think it'll be rewarding to her for that.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Chris. And I believe that seems to be the theme, as certainly I believe the girls seem to be more calm about this than what their parents are. So
now I think Shady's got another interview.
yes, thank you, Mr. Kavanaugh. Standing here now with Damon Pruitt, who is running cross country this season IUPUI. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I know this is a pretty important part of your season. You have regionals coming up, is that right?
Yeah, this coming Friday we travel to Madison, Wisconsin, where we will be running in the Great Lakes regional meet. So it's where we run against the big schools, IU, Purdue, Notre Dame, Ohio State, all those schools.
Okay, well, so how you feel your season's going so far?
So far it's been pretty good. I've been lucky enough to crack the top 7 as a freshman, so that's why I get to run at the Great Lakes Regional on Friday. So I consider it a success so far, but hopefully everything goes as planned on Friday.
Well, that has to be rewarding for you just as a freshman, first year running there, so I know you're excited, and we're very proud of you for that. How did it come about that, I know you came home for a sectional, was it? And you had one practice that you were allowed to skip, so you used your practice skip to come home to watch your sister Courtney win a sectional. So how is it that you got to be here today?
Yeah, that's right. I used my one practice skip to come and surprise Courtney at sectional. So this week, I knew I wasn't going to be able to come to state because we had regionals on Friday, and I'd already used my practice skip once, so I hadn't said anything to my coaches about it. But then Thursday at practice, they came up to me and they were like, "You have a sister playing in the state finals on Saturday, is that right?" I was just like, "Yeah." And they said, "Well, we'll make an exception and let you go watch that if you'd like." And I was ecstatic. That's great of them to, let me skip a practice in such a pivotal part of the season.
At this important part of the season for you for them to allow you to do that certainly says a lot about your coach and about your school. Well, Damon, thanks for talking to me. I certainly wish you the best of luck in your upcoming meets, and I know that you've got a lot of great things ahead of you, and good luck down the road.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, that was Damon Pruitt, who is running as a member of the IUPUI varsity team. They're going to regionals next week. And Mr. Kavanaugh, you have a very special
interview right now your brother Dave Cavanaugh.
Okay, thank you, Shady. And I'm joined now by Brother Dave Cavanaugh, who will receive an honor here today. And Dave, you might tell us a little bit about it.
This is the Volleyball Official of the Year Award. It's given to one official statewide each year. Each of the associations and officials associations in the state of Indiana nominates a referee in that sport, and then it's voted on by a committee at the IHSA. And this year, I guess.
And this award will be given after the 1A.
It will be given between the 1 and the 2A. Actually, they will introduce the starting lineups for the 2A, and then the award will be presented right after the 2A.
Of course, this
right
is,
after the lineups.
Right. Now, this isn't new to you. I mean, you've done, what is it, baseball, basketball, all state finals. I mean,
well, I've received this award in baseball and in girls basketball. And of course, the only other sport I work is boys basketball, and there's a lot of individuals there that are very worthy of that award, and I'm way down the line.
Well, Dave, you might talk a little bit about, of course, what it's like to be an official. I know some say you have to have a pretty thick skin, and I know there's times when, you know, fans aren't exactly the most cordial towards the officials, but how do you feel? I mean, as far as, you have to have pretty thick skin to get into this?
Well, yeah, that would be a prereq. Thick skin and knowledge of the rules does not hurt. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, if you know the rules and are able, and basically if you're able to, you might say, translate those rules into practical application on the court, you get along very well. Just for instance, the 3-second rule. There's people that say, well, you know, we never see a 3 seconds called in basketball. But, you know, it's one of those things where if a person's gaining an advantage, you call it. Otherwise, it just becomes a game interrupter.
Well, Dave, I tell you, congratulations to you. I know we've seen you do a lot of different sports, and not everybody gets their day in the sun, so congratulations to you, and best of luck. And of course, some of the family's going to be here today.
Oh, yeah. My daughter, Kara, and my lovely wife, Cleta, is here.
Okay. And are they sitting over?
They're sitting right in front of the Barr-Reeve section behind the scores table.
Okay. All right. Well, Dave, congratulations. I think they have another interview down there with, Shady has one with Aaron Ash, so we'll take it down to him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cavanaugh. Now here with Aaron Ash, the athletic director at Barr-Reeve. And Aaron, looking into the stands, a good number of people here from Montgomery area. And as athletic director, can you tell us, or do you know about how many tickets we've sold?
Yeah, we pre-sold about 515, and then we had several requests on Friday, and the tickets were already sent back, so we couldn't sell those. So I'd say we'll be over 550, maybe close to 600.
Okay, certainly a very good crowd for being as far from home as we are. I know in basketball you're Indianapolis, Muncie, of course, another bit farther than that. But Aaron, the success of the volleyball team, I know that they've come together this season, especially after the accident on September the 29th that the Barr-Reeve community had to go through. And I know that Brandon Wagler, you had him as probably as a JV player maybe, and certainly had him in the classroom. And just a little bit about Brandon and what he has meant to the community and the school, and how this team has come together.
Well, it's really something special. I had Brandon in class, had him as a basketball player, and and even coached him one year in baseball as well with Coach Lester. And he was just a great kid. He a model student athlete, and he really is a special young man. And the way that Amber DeCourcy and the volleyball girls have kind of rallied around each other through a difficult time, and the way the community has rallied around it, it really is something special. I mean, it's a tragic event, and it's hard to get through, but everybody has really pulled together, and we're doing our best, and I think it's really special how the volleyball team has really dedicated their season to Randy and Marla's family.
That's certainly very true. And Aaron, I said you had 2 questions. You actually get 3. The boys tennis team had a very good, had a good year this fall. Of course, the cross country. As we can hear, the Lady Vikings taking the floor now. But we had cross country and girls, a freshman went to semi-state. Of course, the freshman the sophomore Jarrett Perkins went to the state finals in cross country, and now the volleyball run. So the sports teams have already had a good 2013-2014.
Very good. Yeah, Emily Schulteis as a freshman ran at Brown County semi-state. Jarrett made it to the state finals as a sophomore. Now the volleyball team is hopefully going to bring home a state championship. So it's a very good start to our sports year. Official practice for the boys starts Monday. The girls...
Want to announce that those teachers that we are providing lunch for today is Mr. Anderson, Mrs. Badger, Mrs. Gwynn, Mr. Gwynn, Mr. Holt, Mrs. Holt, Mrs. O'Brien, Mr. Scott, and Mrs. Craig. That will be in the teacher's workroom across from the cafeteria. The following study halls will go to the new gym. Mr. Anderson, Mr. Holt, Mrs. Holt, Mrs. O'Brien. Those classes will go to the new gym. The students that go to the Kavanaugh Court are going to be Mrs. Badgers, Mrs. Gwynn, Mr. Gwynn, and Mr. Scott. So they will go to Kavanaugh Court for homeroom today. Thank you.
Those are the days that you really look forward to. Certainly a very special place. One community, one team, and now it's down to one game. Thanks for talking to us, Jeff. Okay, that concludes the fans in the stands. I'm going to make my way back to the booth, but Mr. Kavanaugh, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Shady, and thanks to you for doing those interviews. Okay, we're going to take a commercial break and then come back here for the opening. We'll be back right after this. Okay, welcome back here to Worth and Reno. Barr-Reeve and Lafayette Central Catholic will go for the state championship here in Class 1A girls volleyball. For that, we have an interview with Amber DeCourcy, which was recorded earlier. We'll take it away.
Okay, I'm joined now by Barr-Reeve coach Amber DeCourcy. And Amber, I know a lot has happened this week for you guys. Of course, last Saturday winning the semi-state now puts you in the state finals. The preparation that you'll have going up this time, is it any different from what it was, 4 years ago or so when you was up there?
As far as the preparation, we're just trying to keep everything consistent and a routine for the girls. We just want to do the same thing day in and day out with what got us there.
Okay. Of course, the team you'll be playing is Lafayette Central Catholic, and looking at their schedule, kind of compare it. It looks like there's a few teams that you have played, that they played. Talk a little bit about that.
I have spoken to some of those coaches, and a lot of coaches think that they remind them a little bit of us. Not much height, but they are very quick and they are very athletic, and they have a very aggressive serve. So we're going to have to be able to receive the ball off their serve, so we're able to attack back at them. But that is one of their strengths, is having an aggressive serve, and then they also have a very good left-hander in number 6.
Well, obviously, the time that you've been up there before, you've had to face Marquette, which was a perennial, kind of like the Muncie Burris and the Muncies, and but obviously, in talking to different ones, they feel like this time you guys have got a real fighting chance at this.
We're just trying to keep the girls, we're just trying to keep them focused, keep them grounded, and, a couple of the words that we've been using this week are humble and hungry. We are, staying very humble with all the success that we have had so far, but yet we're still hungry for that one last match that these girls have to play.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but, different ones that have watched your teams over the years, saying that this could be one of the better teams that you've had, all-around team. I mean, you've had, I know obviously front line maybe a little bit better, but the best all-around, a balance. What do you think?
I think the word that you can use with this team is balance.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're just very driven. They're very balanced. And, they're, another word that I would sum them up with is just resilient. there's not a whole lot of times that you see this team just quit. And, we've come from behind in several matches that we've had this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a lot of fun on the court. They're a lot of fun off the court. And, one thing that people compliment the girls on is they look like they're having fun on the floor. And, to be able to have that closeness that they do with each other, really says a lot. And, I really believe that, the relationships that they have with each other carries over to the floor.
That's one thing I was going to mention. It does look like that the girls out there are having a ball, but I know that their coach is not going to let them clown around, but they are, they seem like they're really enjoying it. And as you've mentioned, I think in past when we've talked to you, that they got to have a certain amount of enjoyment out of it if they're going to make it work.
And you have to. You got to have fun whenever you're playing. And, one thing that these girls do a good job of is, we make them get in huddles every substitution. And, they always have to look at each other. We have eye contact, and they always have to look at each other and, reassure each other that, we're okay, we got this, and if you're the one that made the mistake, then you're the one that has to reassure everybody else that you got the next one.
You're right. You have come from behind, and of course, Saturday night was another instance where youth were down. And actually, in that first game against Lutheran, they had several blocks, and it looked like early that they had you guys back on your heels. But as the game came along, you came back on them and almost pulled it out at the end. But that momentum seemed to carry you on the rest of the way.
I think so. We were down 20-24, I believe, and then we tied it up with 24, and then ended up losing 25-27. But even though we fell short, that said, I just feel that the momentum that we were building towards the end of that one carried over to 2 and 3.
Well, obviously, this year probably, and of course, I don't want to say this to you. I guess I probably should say it to you, but people probably did not pick you, your team, to be in the state finals. But with how things all came together for you, and as we mentioned, the balance of the team, here you are.
And that's okay. That's okay if people did not expect us to do it, because all along, these girls, we set goals at the beginning of the season, and we worked for them. And we knew that if we did the things that we needed to do, and if we would just keep everything simple, do what we do, and do it to the best that we can, do it well, that we would have a chance. And, it all started in sectional, and, playing Lagodi in the championship, and, with the team that they had, it was a great match. It was, there was another come from behind victory for us, and I just felt that just built the girls. It just built their confidence, and we just went from there.
Well, that is true. That confidence and coming from behind and that just carried you forward. Well, Amber, congratulations on the season, the tournament run thus far, and who knows what will happen on Saturday. We want to wish you the best of luck. And good luck to you and the team.
Well, thank you very much, Lou. Appreciate it very much.
Okay, good luck now.
Okay, welcome back here to Worth Arena. Lloyd Cabot along with Shady Stoll, where the Barr-Reeve Lady Vikings will take on the Lafayette Central Catholic for the Class 1A State Championship. Lafayette Central Catholic now out doing their warm-ups. And Shady, welcome back here. It's been a long road since back in August, but the last game of the year for Barr-Reeve.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask some of the parents, and and totally slipped my mind was, how do you feel about your daughter's very last high school volleyball game? Whether it, win or lose, these girls have nothing to hang their heads about. They have been such a tremendous source of pride for the community, setting a record for the most wins ever by a Barr-Reeve volleyball team at 37. And I think this runs the consecutive streak of winning seasons in Barr-Reeve volleyball to 41 consecutive. So it's just a testament to the program, and it's not just Amber DeCourse. We've talked a lot about her winning the Class A State Coach of the Year last night at the banquet. But it's been all the coaches that come before her. I mean, we've had Mike James, we've had Gloria Wirtz, we've had Ruth Ann Went, and there's just, I know, some I'm leaving out, but it just didn't start yesterday.
That's
it's been
quite
something a long time in coming.
That's quite a feat for 41 consecutive winning seasons. And of course, talking about this team this year, when they started out, I don't think, obviously knowing that they had to go through Lagodi sectional, two great powers going at it, but Barr-Reeve was able to just get better as the season went along. They won the sectional. Of course, they won the regular season game against them, and then in sectional, what a matchup. And I don't think, with all the pressure, there's a lot of pressure here today, but back then, that night, there was a lot of pressure playing that championship game in sectional, wasn't it?
It was. It wasn't just on Barr-Reeve's side. I mean, there was a lot of pressure. There was just a lot of pressure, period, in that game, as it always is when Barr-Reeve and Lagodi meet. But that was a heck of a game, and that's one that, people are going to talk about for a long time, and they should, because that's the way championship games are between Barr-Reeve and Lagodi. So watching this team warm up, talking about Lafayette Central Catholic, certainly in warm-ups don't appear to be an overpowering team, but we've been wrong before, especially on warm-ups. So
that's true. I mean, I was watching that too. We've come up here. In fact, I think most of the time has been Michigan City, Marquette that we faced in the championship, and they have just been an awesome team. But there again, Lafayette Central Catholic, I think Barr-Reeve beat them here several years ago in the semifinals, but then lost to Marquette in the championship. But Lafayette Central Catholic is a school that is accustomed to winning in all the sports. Yeah, they won the volleyball in 2010. They've won basketball. They've won, it's just phenomenal what they've done.
Well, I was going to mention that, they're looking for their second state title in 4 years. So they're, and with the school's winning tradition, they're not somebody that's going to come up here and be shell-shocked by the bright lights and by, the big, the big place, the cavernous arena. So they're somebody that's accustomed to winning, and so we can't play that card, because they certainly, I know, are going to come out ready to play. They look like they're led by a 5'10 sophomore hitter with the most kills at 244, and also a 5'11 senior hitter. So, I mean, it's not, they don't have 6'1", 6'2 across the front line, nobody taller than 5'11, so at least in that aspect, the Vikings match up pretty well.
I think in talking to Amber earlier in this week, she said they mirror Barr-Reeve pretty well. I mean, they're a very balanced team. And they may not have the height, but they do very well at the net.
Yeah, very strong defensively from what I understand, and just hope that win or lose, you hope that the girls can come out and play to their abilities.
Right.
And, where they don't have to live with the regret of, we could have done better. So
something happened, or I think health-wise, I know they've had some issues through the tournament. In fact, this week I heard that one of the girls had been in the hospital overnight. Was it on Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, yep.
But I know I was regional. I interviewed Tracy Graber, and she did not look well. I mean, she had looked like I think she's had a flu bug or something, but they just don't want to give it up, and she's back playing as hard as ever. I tell you, these balls flying out here everywhere, I don't see how they keep from getting them mixed up.
Well, we are courtside, but I'll have to say one thing. The view at Lagodi is better if you're wanting to watch a game, because we are down here, we're completely off the end line of the court, on-court level. So certainly a very good seat, but probably not the best vantage point to call a game.
We can help the line judge call here because we're at the back line. I'm not sure which side Barr-Reeve will have, whether they'll have the other side. But we can help the line judge out here.
I'll let you do that.
So
you have mentioned that Barr-Reeve has made state finals trips here before. They were runner-up in 1998, and they were runner-up in 2001, and then again in 2008, also making an appearance in the state finals in 2009, and of course this year, 2013. Lafayette Central Catholic, on the other hand, is a school from Lafayette. Their enrollment is 246 compared to 213 for Barr-Reeve, so similar in size. They have been state champions back in 2010, and they've had state finals appearances in 07, 08, 2010, and 2013. So they're, like I said, no stranger to this.
And as I mentioned, Barr-Reeve did defeat them back in, I believe it was 2008 in the first game, and then lost to Marquette in the championship game. So,
of course, that was a Marquette team that unless something, Barr-Reeve had some very good teams, but, it was a very uphill battle to be able to beat.
It was. Well, they won it, what was it, like 10 out of 11 years, I think it was. So, I haven't had a chance to go through the book there, but it was, and I don't know what happened up there at Marquette, but obviously not. But there was a lot of years that they won, and they were just a machine. Of course, it was kind of like Burris was in 2A, and they won it. Year after year up there, Muncie Burris.
Yeah, it looks like Marquette won in 99, 2000, 2001. So they were runner-up in 02, runner-up in 03. So just every year it seems like they've been here. So very strong team, and it was one of those deals where you knew you were overmatched when you went in, but you want to play the game, and certainly the Vikings hope for a better outcome here this morning.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break and then be back in time for the starting lineup. We'll be back right after this. Barr-Reeve and Lafayette Central Catholic, just a few minutes away from the starting introductions. Shady, looking across here, great crowd for Barr-Reeve. A school of, 216, 218, whatever it is that they listed. Just a great crowd here all across the way, downstairs, and then the cheer block at the end. And Lafayette obviously has more than Lafayette Central Catholic, but and it's true. I know I've heard Greg Bateman talk too when Lagodi comes up here. They have such great fan support, and just a lot of the fans really turn out.
I would imagine the IHSA probably smiles a little when they know that either Barr-Reeve or Lagodi is coming up here. But I'm not saying that's the only school that has team support, obviously, but I know that they do tend to turn out well for either school. And Barr-Reeve has we see a lot of green in the crowd, whether it be ribbons that people are wearing or hair ribbons in the ladies. And, of course, we all know that symbolizes, Amber's talked a lot about Brandon Wagler,
right.
2013 valedictorian.
Win one for Brandon.
Win one for Brandon seems to be the theme, and hopefully the girls can take that out on the court. But win or lose, the community has really come together over this, and it's just been a special, special season. Already set the school record for number of wins, and certainly you hope we can get one more.
And, looking out there, I see Mike James helping out. Mike coached for, 3 years, took them to the, they were state runner-up in 98, I believe it was, fall of 98. And, of course, Gloria Wirtz, another one of the former coaches, she does a lot of scouting for Barr-Reeve, and obviously must do pretty well at that. But,
another thing we didn't get done, and the fans in the stands, was talking to the junior high coaches, but I know that how much time they put in getting these girls ready to come out of 8th grade, and
we might mention
freshmen, and so
Amber Rademacher DeCourcy, Amber Rademacher Knapp, and then Danielle Bullock Knapp, and both the girls that have played for Amber DeCourcy, and they know what Amber needs, and they've been there for several years, so they know what is expected of the program, so they just do a very good job. And we, our hats off to them as well, because what was it, the 8th grade finished?
I said 19-2, I think, as that's unofficial, but in the 7th grade, very similar record. So
Blue Chip Conference champs, and
well, folks, we're just seconds away now from the pregame announcements here, so we'll try to bring those to you. But yeah, it's a big day. Big day for Barr-Reeve, another chance to win a state championship, which would be the first team championship in Montgomery. Of course, the second state championship, if we were able to win today, as Connor Sarles brought home the individual
just last fall.
So
now we go down to the PA announcer. colors are now being taken out to the middle of the floor by the color guard here. Fort Worth Arena here at Ball State University.
Singing our national anthem for us this morning, Muncie Southside students, Miss Krista Brantley and Miss Megan Almer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
A sincere thank you to our color guard today, under the direction of Master Sergeant Bob Herbert. Also a huge special thank you to our national anthem singers. And now at this time, if you would please turn your attention to the playing floor as we introduce the players, coaches, and officials for our Class Y championship match. First, let's meet the Knights of Lafayette Central. The roster today includes number 6, Cameron Upton, number 8, Jermaine Hicks, number 9, Mel Kindred, number 10, Sarah Sheets, number 11, Casey Hudson, number 15, Emily Clark, number 17, Elaine Davis. And now, their starting lineup for the Knights. A 5'11" senior middle blocker wearing number 2, Emily Davis. defensive specialist wearing number 2, Courtney Brewer. A 5'5" junior libero wearing number 4, Hannah Bullock. A 5'7" junior outside hitter number 5, Tiara Gibby. A 5'6" senior center wearing number 7, Jenna Neff. A 5'7" junior middle hitter wearing number 11, Skylar Chestnut. A 5'3" senior defensive specialist number 13, Allison Hoover. And a 5'11" senior middle hitter wearing number 15, Tracy Graber. The Vikings are coached by Amber DeCourcy. Today's IHSAA certified officials serving as line judges are Larry Higgins and Russ Myers. Today's game officials, as assigned by the IHSAA, are Dan Metz and Ron Grimes.
Coached by Brad McCarter. Is a familiar face. I know he's been at the school for a number of years, not sure exactly how many, but the one stat that I see that sticks out to me for them is 145 blocks from number 2, Emily Denhart. And we know the blocking that Indianapolis Lutheran put on us last week, and you wonder how she compares to them as far as blocks go. The leading blocker for Barr-Reeve, Tracy Graber, with 93 blocks on the season.
That was 100 and how many?
45.
145 by
number 2, Emily Denhart, a 5'11" senior. So the Knights are wearing dark blue uniforms with white sleeves and pink hair ribbons. Barr-Reeve, of course, in the black with white stripes with the green hair ribbons.
The line judges are familiar. We've seen them. And actually, I know the official on the other side, also basketball, but I can't think of his first name right now. But it looks like, see, we're at one end. As we mentioned, Lagodi the other day, it was, we had a great vantage point where, but we won't complain about that. We're glad to be here.
The libero, Hannah Bullock, checking in for Barr-Reeve, and Matson, the libero for Lafayette Catholic, will check in here momentarily. Official waves are in, so we're just seconds away from the first serve here.
Okay, so it'll be
state championship match.
Lafayette Central Catholic will serve first. It will be number 23. Is that, I'm trying to look at the number.
That's Matson, the libero.
Yeah, number 23. And it comes down to this as we're ready to get, she bounces the ball as Maddie Matson sends it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up over to Kenny, and dug out by Central Catholic. And they try to tip it back and forth it goes, and a missed tip there by Lafayette Central Catholic gives Barr-Reeve the lead.
Yeah, they were in the net. Barr-Reeve got a block, and Lafayette Catholic got a block as well, but they were in the net. So Jenna Nepp will serve for the Vikings.
All right, Jenna Nepp will serve. Barr-Reeve on top, 1-0 here. She bounces the ball several times as it sends it across. Now they try to set it up, and the attempted kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Across over to, and now what is a double hit? Double hit for Barr-Reeve, so a point to Lafayette Central Catholic.
Substitution for Lafayette already. Number 17, that's Elaine Davis checking in. Supposedly they're a very strong serving team. So
yeah. Number 3, Emily Burks will serve for Central Catholic. They send it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up across over to Kenny. Kenny with the tip to kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Blocked back to Barr-Reeve. Now Tracy Graber. Now dug out again by Central Catholic. And over to Barr-Reeve. They'll dig it out. Over to Kenny again. The attempt to kill, and got it this time. So point to Barr-Reeve. Kenny with the kill. So Barr-Reeve goes up 2-1.
I think Barr-Reeve has went to Kenny on every kill attempt except one, where they set Tracy in the middle, but Kenny got that one down. The setter for Lafayette is wearing a brace from running from her knee up into her hip area.
All right, Hannah Bullock sends it across to Central Catholic. Now they go all the way across. Attempt to kill is into the net. Point to Barr-Reeve. Barr-Reeve goes up 3-1.
Davis had just checked into the game. She's a 5'10 junior, and she hit that one into the net. Looked like a pretty good set, but just mistimed it.
Anna Bullock again will set it up, or will send it across for Barr-Reeve. Now Lafayette Central Catholic. They'll have to bump it across and barely get it across. And what do they call? Oh my! I tell you, these two hits are very weak in the calls.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't call them in the season. They get in tournament, and they're very picky in the tournament. So
double hit on Jenna on the set. So
all right, back to serve. I can't see the number 7, Wankowski. Now they send it across and blocked back, and they said Barr-Reeve was into the net, so we're tied at 3-all.
Lasher on the kill attempt, but she was into the net.
So again, Rosworski will send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up. Jenna Neff over to Kenny. Blocked back by Central Catholic. They take the lead.
That was Denhart on the block, so that she's that block leader. They set Kenny up from the other side, but she was there for the block.
They get another point. So Central Catholic will serve again. They send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up, and Kenny with the attempt to kill is good. I think it was Kenny, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes, so we're tied at 4-all. 2 of the 4 points have been kills by Tara Kenny.
Cisco into the game, as is Chilton, and Chilton will serve. Cisco checking into the front row. Cisco with the huge game there in the semi-state. Kenny had a huge game as well.
Molly Chilton back to serve. We're tied 4-all. We send it across now, and not able to get it across, and so Barr-Reeve with the point. They hit it several times, but couldn't. It was they were off balance.
Not a good pass from the start, and that was that play.
Molly Chilton will serve again. 5-4 Barr-Reeve. They send it across. Now they'll try to set it up, and
not a good pass again.
But Barr-Reeve will set it up. Jenna Neff over to Cisco. Cisco with the tip to kill, blocked back again. So point to Central Catholic. We're tied 5-all.
That was Denhart again. 2 block kills now. She drops back to serve.
Very athletic, this team. Looking to see it. Number 2, yes, Denhart will serve it. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front. And Cisco with the tip to kill is good. As she got it across, went right down in front of the... Killed by Hanea Cisco, so Barr-Reeve goes back on top, 6-5.
Yeah, she did hit it into the block, but it fell on the Lafayette side. So
that's why I was surprised. They had a good block set up there.
Hoover will serve. She checks in to serve.
Allison Hoover. She'll send it across for Barr-Reeve. Now, Central Catholic having a little trouble. They're not going to be able to get it. It goes into the stands, so a point to Barr-Reeve, 7-5.
We're in the first set. It's Class A state championship match here from Muncie. That serve looked awful long, but Lafayette made a play on it.
Allison Hoover back to serve. Sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is partially blocked, but it goes back on Barr-Reeve's side, so a point to Central Catholic. So 7-6.
Barr-Reeve had a block, and it just kind of skipped off to the right of the blockers, and nobody was there to cover that. Didn't see who got the kill.
And serving will be number 4. That's Lindsay Powers. Over to Barr-Reeve. They'll set it up. Over to Cisco. Cisco with the kill. Got it. So Cisco with the kill off the block.
Cisco just a 5'4" senior, but she, as we know, we've seen her play for 4 years. She can get up there.
8-6 Barr-Reeve. Skylar Chestnut now back to serve. She goes back. Sets it up and over to Central Catholic. They'll set it up, and it did not go across the antenna, so a point to Barr-Reeve.
Maybe Lafayette's got a few first game jitters here as their passing has not been good.
9-6 Barr-Reeve. So again, Skylar Chestnut will set it up, or she will serve. Sends it across. Now, again, Lafayette Central Catholic having a little trouble now. They'll try to send it across. Barr-Reeve saves it. They set it up, and they dump it across over to Barr-Reeve. Now Barr-Reeve will try to set it up and it's into the net as Skylar Chestnut trying to spike it from back behind the line.
Yep.
Not able to get it, so 9-7.
The back set to Chestnut, we haven't seen a lot of that, but it was a play that, these girls just got to, they make the play.
Fickle will serve for Central Catholic. They trail 9-7 here. And they send it across. Now they set up for Barr-Reeve. Ooh, and now Barr-Reeve will have to bump it across, and they do. As Molly Chilton just bumped it across and got the point. They were expecting Barr-Reeve to set it up, so 10-7, Barr-Reeve.
Pruitt comes in, as does Tierra Kinney. Cisco checks out, as does Chilton. Pruitt will serve.
Back to serve will be Courtney Pruitt. As she sends it across, Central Catholic will set it up. And the attempt to kill is partially blocked, but saved, and now Barr-Reeve will set it up for Tracy Graber, and it's out. So point to Central Catholic. 10-8. Not out by much, but just a little bit.
Coach DeCourcy calling for Jenna to mix up the sets a little more. That was
Maddie Madsen will serve for Central Catholic. And she sends it across. Dug out there by Barr-Reeve, and Tracy Graber with it. She just tipped it over. Now, and partially blocked. Back to Barr-Reeve. Now they set it over for Kinney, and back to Barr-Reeve, and back to, what do they call?
2 hits.
2 hits. Again, another one of those cheap calls. 10-9 now.
That's the third of those calls that have been called on the Vikings so far.
10-9. As Central Catholic will set it up, send it over. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Now Tracy Graber, and got the line. So a point. Kill by Tracy Graber.
The bench reacting from Lafayette, thinking it was out, but my vantage point looked like a good kill.
Yeah, 11-9 now. Jenna Knapp will go back to serve. $11-9 to score. Barr-Reeve leading here in this first set, state championship. She sends it across. Lafayette sets it up, and the attempt to kill is good. 11-10
kill.
Emily Denhart, a senior for Lafayette Central Catholic, got the kill. Back to serve will be Emily Burks. Takes her time. She sends it across. Now they set it up front over to Kenny. Kenny with the attempt to kill is dug out by. Now the attempt to kill is good. There by number 2, Denhart. So we're tied at 11-all. Very athletic team here with Central Catholic. So again to serve again, Emily Burke. Barr-Reeve had a 11-9, 10-7 lead. She serves it across again. Now Jenna Knapp will set it up for Tracy Graber, and dug out by Central Catholic. They set it across. Attempt to kill is good. I'm not sure they got off the fingertips, but so Central Catholic takes the lead at 12-11. So Burke's back to serve again, as she has served, what has it been, 3 straight points. Sends it across. Now Pruitt sits it up front. Cross over to Kenny. Kenny with the attempt to kill, dug out by Central Catholic. He'll set it across, and the attempt as dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Kenny. Kenny tips it across now. Central Catholic dumps it. Back to Barr-Reeve, and now back to Central Catholic. They try to save it. And now they'll set up for the attempt to kill is out. So we're point to Barr-Reeve. We're tied at 12-all.
Lafayette Catholic, a very good defensive team,
yes,
as we heard they would be.
Very tough to get one down on them. So Hannah Bullock back to serve for Barr-Reeve. We're tied at 12-all. They send it across. Now Central Catholic will set it all the way across the other side. And dug out by Barr-Reeve, but could not get it across, so the kill is good. 13-12 as Central Catholic takes a 1-point lead. Timeout called by Barr-Reeve, and we'll be back right after this.
Our insurance, we are partners. Thanks also to the official volleyball of the IHSAA Tournament Series, the Indianapolis Colts, Methodist Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider to all IHSAAs.
Barr-Reeve had held leads of 10-7 or 10, but they're trail now 13-12 as
Elaine Davis early with the Lafayette Central Catholic with 3 kills, 2 from Denhart, and Elaine Davis, 5'10" junior, not one of the big 3 hitters for Lafayette, but she's come out to play here today, and she's got 3 kills early on here. So,
as we mentioned beforehand, Lafayette Central Catholic, a very athletic team, and very hard to get anything down, whether it's a kill or tip across the net. There's some of them that Jenna has put across in the past that's going to be tough to get down against this team.
Yep, she's always got 1 or 2 of those little dumps right over the heads of the front line that has fallen for points, but that has not been the case here against Central Catholic. And we are waiting on television timeouts to complete itself. Here's this game is telecast on Fox Sports Indiana, so the official on the far side still holding up a hand, and now we're good to go as Rosworski will drop back to serve for Central Catholic.
All right, Lafayette Central Catholic will serve here. They lead 13-12, and they send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front, all the way across the chestnut, and they said it is out. Point to Central Catholic, so it's 14-12.
Almost looks like both teams are still trying to feel each other out here. Barr-Reeve just needs to be a little more aggressive.
All right, Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up again. Over to Chestnut, blocked back, and again a point to Lafayette Central Catholic, 15-12.
Denhart again with the block. She's got 3.
Yeah. The blocking at the net has been very good for Central Catholic. Now Barr-Reeve crowd comes alive over there. Now they'll send it across. Barr-Reeve will bump it up front. Over to, now they just tip it across to Central Catholic, set it up. Now they tip the kill is out. So point to Barr-Reeve. 13 for Barr-Reeve, 15 for Central Catholic. So Barr-Reeve will serve.
Cisco in, as is Chilton. Cisco has been known to give the Vikings a spark mentally off the bench, and we'll see if she can do that again once more today.
All right. Molly Chilton with the serve. She gets it across, and it's going to be an ace. So a point to Barr-Reeve. They've got the lead 15-14.
It's a game of runs.
Yeah.
Chilton with a very tough serve, and now they're playing way up on the serving line here.
She sends it across. Now they'll try to bump it up front, and they'll push it across, and it's out. And a point to Barr-Reeve. We're tied 15-all.
Barr-Reeve just wants to make a little push here, and they have.
Well, I think they saw Barr-Reeve all up towards the net, and they were trying to hit the back line. And Barr-Reeve sends it across. Chilton, and again another point for Barr-Reeve. Hitting error. Actually, they just miscommunication, so Barr-Reeve takes the lead back at 16-15. Chilton again. And now there's something on the floor. So, not exactly sure what went on the floor. They called a
tape or a hairband or something.
Yeah. Chilton again will serve. She sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is tipped. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up over for Cisco, and
nearly 2 hits.
Yeah, nearly. And again, Central Catholic will. They got the kill. That was number 6.
That's Onken. We have not called her name much, but she's that left-handed hitter that appears to be the go-to.
Yeah. So, and she's got a wicked left hand. I read about it this week. So we're tied at 16-all. Back to serve is Denhart. Emily Denhart, a senior. And she sends it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up. And all the way to Cisco. And partially blocked. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will have a chance to spike it. And they get into the net. Or did it? No, it's this time they did. So a point to Barr-Reeve. I'm not exactly sure that they might have got away with something.
Skylar Chestnut blocked it, and it kind of skipped off the side of her hand, and Lafayette Catholic did a good job of saving it. They couldn't get the point. So Barr-Reeve leads 17-16.
This has been back and forth. Allison Hoover back to serve. Hoover sends it across. Now kind of rolls up the arm, but Now they'll have to push it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up now. Over to Cisco. Cisco blocked back. Back to now Cisco again. She got it the second time, and I'm not sure it was more of a...
she just took a little off of it, and that's one of those, I've talked a lot about it, is where you don't want to see her set that far away from the net, but she got that one down. She likes it right on the net.
Point to Barr-Reeve. They lead 18-16 now. Allison Hoover back to serve again. She sends it across, and it's, will they get it? Nope, they're not going to be able to. Another point for Barr-Reeve. They go up 19-16. You've heard a game of runs. This has been it. These two teams battling back and forth here. Barr-Reeve was down 3, up 3. They were down 3, now back up 3. 19-16. Allison Hoover continues to serve as Central Catholic will set it up. Over to Barr-Reeve, now back to Cisco, and another kill by Cisco. 20-16 as Anea Cisco gets a kill. Timeout, Lafayette Central Catholic. Barr-Reeve takes the biggest lead of the day. We'll take his timeout and be back right after this.
Jesuits lost. Virginia Wilmot and Abby Ogden, a special thank you for your work here today at the state tournament.
Back here, I think. Barr-Reeve had trailed. Let's see, looking back here, it was 15-12, and they now lead 20-16, excuse me. And as we mentioned, it's just been back and forth.
Coach McCarter taking his second timeout, I think, for Central Catholic, as Barr-Reeve just needs to finish strong here.
Yeah.
20-16, like you said, probably the biggest lead that either team has had.
Yeah. But I think that's his first. Barr-Reeve has had a timeout. When they were down 13-12, they had led 10-7, and then went down. They tied it at 11-all, and then they went up 13-12. So
Cisco, we talked about her bringing an edge when she comes in, and she got 2 kills here since she's been in the game, and been a real good spark here for the Vikings.
All right, Allison Hoover will serve again. See if Barr-Reeve can finish it off here. All right, over to Central Catholic. They sit up to attempt to kill, is partially blocked. Now Barr-Reeve tips it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempt to kill is good by Central Catholic. So they've got the margin 20-17.
That kill was on Onken, the left-handed sophomore.
I tell you, she does a great job. She's got a wicked left hand. All right, back to serve now will be, was that Lindsay Powers.
Barr-Reeve just can't give them a 2-point run here. They got it.
Now service there, first of the day, into the net for Lafayette Central Catholic.
And right on cue, they do give us the ball back. So at 21-17, you just got to get a point or 2 and not let them make a run.
Yeah. Skylar Chestnut back to serve. As she goes in the air, sends it across. Oh, it would have been out, but they went after it and was off the hand of Central Catholic. So a point to Barr-Reeve, 22-17.
Skylar's got to take a little off this, and when she thinks that, has a chance of hitting it in the net. So you just got to get it across the net.
Skylar Chestnut back to serve. Barr-Reeve leading 22-17. She sends it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempt to kill is over and back to Allison Hoover just got the back of the court to a point, 23-17.
Took a page out of Jenna's playbook on that one, because that's normally the play Jenna make.
Timeout. Lafayette Central Catholic with Barr-Reeve leading 23-17. We'll be back right after this. Barr-Reeve leading here, 23-17. As we mentioned, they have been down. They were down by 3, but had come back and took a lead. And actually, they got 1 point on a kill. Lafayette Central Catholic did, but it's Barr-Reeve has got 2 more points, 3 more actually, taking it up to 23-17. And that has brought the Barr-Reeve crowd to their feet.
They know he's got 2 more points to get here to take this. Every game's important. I want to win them all, but it is important to get the first game, get your confidence where it needs to be, And Barr-Reeve will serve. Chestnut continues to serve. So
Lafayette Central Catholic has used all their timeouts now. They've used 2. Skylar Chestnut back to serve for Barr-Reeve. They lead 23-17 in set 1. Chestnut sends it across. Now they bump it back up front. Now they attempt to kill.
The setter, Rosworski, got into the net on the follow-through. She was trying to set up Onken on the right side, and she just landed into the net. So it's set point for the Vikings and Skylar Chestnut.
24-17. Chestnut back. Sends it across. Now having trouble with it and not going to be able to do it. It goes into the stands, so Barr-Reeve wins set 1, 25-17, as they get the first set here in this championship match, 25-17 over Lafayette Central Catholic. We'll take Barr-Reeve had led 15-5, now 3 straight points by Lafayette Central Catholic. And a good team like this, you can't, once you get them down, you gotta keep at them because they can make runs of their own. And back to serve will be Emily Denhart. She had 2 aces here, the last 2 serves. So we'll see, are we ready? There's the whistle. So Denhart for Lafayette Central Catholic will serve. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will bump it up front. Get an F over to Tara Kenny, and they send it. They didn't get a good kill on that, or a good try. And back to Barr-Reeve, and they're not going to be able to get it. So another point for Lafayette Central Catholic, 15-9. 4 straight points. Denhart again will serve. Barr-Reeve had set it up, but they didn't get a good set on it. Now they give it a cross. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up. Cross for Skylar Chestnut and dug out. And they won a double hit. Barr-Reeve did. Now back to Barr-Reeve. They send it over to Kenny. Kenny with attempted kill is good. This cameraman is getting in the way. It's hard to broadcast the game. 16-9.
That kill may have well been headed out of bounds, but Lafayette's defense stuck one arm out and made a play on it and send it out of bounds the rest of the way.
Molly Chilton will serve.
Cisco is also back in.
She sends it across. Now Lafayette will set it up, and the attempted kill is, wow, that was a monster kill there.
That was Onken.
Yeah, that's the first, so 16-10. After being down 10, they've got back within 6.
That was a very well executed play that time. That just goes to tell you what they are capable of.
Emily Thorpe will serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. She'll send it across. Oh, Barr-Reeve having trouble. Now back, and they're not able to get it across. Another point. So 16-11. Barr-Reeve has already had 1 timeout. Again, Thorpe will serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. She'll send it across. A bullet. Get an F across to Cisco, and they keep it alive, and back to Lafayette Central Catholic. They'll set it up again, and the attempted kill is into the net. Point to Barr-Reeve. 17-11. Kill was in the net by Lafayette Central Catholic.
Hoover is into the game, replacing Lasher, and Hoover will serve. And Amber's getting back to her. She's just being very aggressive over there in her coaching. I mean, she wants this win.
All right. Allison Hoover, another one of the seniors. She sends it across and send it down, and they block it back, but blocked back by Lafayette. Now over to Cisco. Cisco with it, blocked back, and Jen and F sends it to the backcourt, but Lafayette retrieves it. And they send it back, and a kill by Lafayette Central Catholic. 17-12, back to within 5.
Well, there comes Cameron Onken. That's 3 big kills here in set 2. She's now checking out of the game, and 13 comes in to serve. That's Brianna Fickle.
All right. Fickle will serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front. Over to Chestnut. Hit the kill dug out by Central Catholic. And another just hit the net, dropped over for Lafayette Central Catholic. 17 to 13. Back within 4. And she will serve again. Fickle. Get it back to Barr-Reeve. Neff gives it across over to Cisco. Cisco with the attempted kill, dug out. And dug out. They said it hit the line. I thought it was out of bounds, but they hit the line. So 17 to 14. Timeout called by Barr-Reeve. And as a point by, we'll keep it right here on this one. As Lafayette Central Catholic down by 10 at one time, 14 to 4 and 15 to 5, and just inched their way back into this game and just dug their heels in. Shady, and 3 points is not a very big lead, is it?
It is not when you're riding the wave of momentum, and the Lafayette Catholic, those serves are coming over harder than they did in the first set, and Barr-Reeve is having a little bit of trouble now with those.
It looked like it, everything was going Barr-Reeve's way. The balls are dropping in, and how momentum goes, it just, now it's all going Lafayette Central Catholic's way.
That big left-handed sophomore hitter has come to life. She now has 6 kills for the match. So, as she only had, 2 of those, I think, in the first set. So she's really come to life here. She's out of the game right now, but Barr-Reeve's got to play good defense and serve, receive.
Brianna Fickle back to serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. 17-14. Barr-Reeve leads. And a service error that goes wide on the left side. So Barr-Reeve 18 to 14. Service error.
Second in this set for Lafayette.
All right, Skylar Chestnut back to serve. She sends it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up. Now they'll push it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set up to Jenna Neff, over to Tracy Graver, and she gets the kill. Tracy Graver with the kill. 19 to 14. Skylar Chestnut will serve again. Tracy gets those sets and goes cross court. Now Chestnut sends it across. Now blocked back by Tracy Graver. Another point to Barr-Reeve. They go back on top, 20 to 14. Skylar Chestnut again will drop back to serve. Here in set 2. Barr-Reeve leading 20-14. Chestnut sends it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic sets it up. The attempted kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Neff will set it up for Cisco. Cisco they'll push it across now. Over to Barr-Reeve, and Barr-Reeve miscommunication there. And point goes to Central Catholic, 20 to 15.
Yep, just a free ball there that was hit into the back row, and Hoover backing up, couldn't make the play, and she blocked the view of Chilton where she couldn't make the play.
Maddie Matson for Lafayette Central Catholic will serve. Barr-Reeve digs it out. Hoover over to Tracy Graver, and Tracy gets another kill. 21 to 15.
That little short set is working here in set 2. She's gotten some pretty booming kills here.
Yeah.
Tracy's having a big set 2. 3 block kills and 3 kills.
So back to serve will be Courtney Pruitt, sophomore for Barr-Reeve. Pruitt sends it across. Now Lafayette sends it up and partially blocked, and Barr-Reeve sends it to the back court. And what do they call? Somebody's underneath the net.
Yep, under the line.
Tara Kinney, so a point to 21-16. Point to Lafayette Central Catholic.
Get the ball back. No points in a row.
Yeah. I can't see who's serving over there. Number 3, Emily Burks for Lafayette Central Catholic. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up. Over to Kinney, and Kinney with the kill. 22 to 16.
Wow, that was a big kill.
Yes,
she got up on that one.
She did.
Lasher is into the game. Hoover is out. Jenna will serve. 22-16. Barr-Reeve leading. Jenna Neff serves it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up at a back set, and they got the kill. 22-17.
Jen Hart on that kill, and it's 22-17 Vikings here in set 2. They won set 1, 25-17.
All right, back to serve. Sarah Warszwarski. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will dig it. They're not able to. So a point to Lafayette. 22-18. As Central Catholic will serve again here. Sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front. Across to Kenny. And dug out by Central Catholic. Attempt to kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. They'll send it across to Kenny again. And dug out again by Central Catholic. And the attempt to kill is dug out. Barr-Reeve sends it back to Kenny. Kenny over to Central Catholic. They dig it out. Now the attempt to kill is Barr-Reeve. Back to Barr-Reeve and over to Central Catholic. Back to Barr-Reeve. Now let's see what happens here. Jenna Neff back sets to and into the net. Lasher. So 22-19.
That was a very long volley, and that would have been a big point to have.
It would. 22-19. Barr-Reeve led by 10.
Rosworski to serve, and Onken back into the game.
Over, Barr-Reeve sets it up, and Tracy Graver. They block it back, and now over to Central Catholic. Attempt to kill is good by Central Catholic. So we're 22-20.
That was Onken on that kill.
So Barr-Reeve used both of their timeouts. So 22-20. This would be a big momentum for. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up over to Kenny and block back. Now Barr-Reeve will have to push it across and
double hit.
Double hit on Barr-Reeve. So 22-21. Back to serve. Again is Lafayette Central Catholic. Send it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up, and it's going to have to bump it across. Didn't get a good set on it. And blocked back by Tracy Graver, I believe, so Barr-Reeve gets the point. 23-21.
4 block kills in set 2.
Wow.
What an awesome game this has been for Tracy.
Oh, my.
This is set 2.
Hannah Bullock back to serve for Barr-Reeve. 23-21, Barr-Reeve leads. Bullock sends it across. Lafayette sets it up, and the attempt to kill is off the hand of Hannah Bullock. So a point, 23-22.
2 points here from the Vikings. Just get this pass, and get a good set.
Denhart back to serve. Central Catholic. They send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set up Jenna Neff. Across to Tyler Chestnut. Lafayette sets it up, and the attempt to kill is into the net. Point to Barr-Reeve. 24-22.
Chilton is coming in to serve. Cisco's coming into the front row. If we ever need a big kill from Hania Cisco, it's right now.
24-22.
All the girls out on the floor holding up one finger.
24-22. Barr-Reeve leading. They've won set 1, 25-17 as Chilton goes up. She sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up. The attempt to kill is blocked back, and Barr-Reeve wins it. Blocked back again. 25-22. Barr-Reeve wins set 2 as they hold on. It was a dandy after leading by 10. They had cut the margin to 22-21, but Barr-Reeve held on to win here. 25-22 as they take a 2-0 lead in the state championship Class 1A girls volleyball here from Worthen Arena here in Muncie. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and then come back right after this.
We fill it up with all plans.
we get ready for set 3. Barr-Reeve won the first set 25-17. Won the second set 25-22. But Barr-Reeve had led by 10 two different times, 14-4 and 15-5. But Lafayette Central Catholic come roaring back and cut the lead at one point, 23-22. Barr-Reeve was able to score the last two, and I didn't get down that. That was a block. Was it a block by Tracy, that last point?
It was by Cisco.
Cisco.
So we just talked about, or I did when she came in, if she can get one more big play. And it wasn't a kill like we expected, but it was a block kill. And I was just quickly going through here and looking at the situations where Barr-Reeve has been in the state finals that have never been in this position, where they've held a 2-0 lead. So hopefully that's a good omen.
Hopefully. So Lafayette Central Catholic will serve first here in this. They're down 2 sets to none.
As you've alluded to, when you get a team down, you back them into the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to stand up on their hind legs and fight. So they're not.
Don't give up, because you can't just play. You're going to have. Thank you. So, as we mentioned, Barr-Reeve leading here 2 sets to none in the state championship. Class 1A. But we know how good Lafayette Central Catholic was. They lost the first game to West Dale last week, 18-25. They came back and won the next 3, 25-18, 25-18, and 25-19. All right, back to serve is Maddie Matson, a senior. She sends it across to Barr-Reeve. Barr-Reeve will set it up over to Kenny. Kenny with the attempted kill, dug out. Lafayette Central Catholic and Barr-Reeve trying to keep it going, and Kenny again over to Central Catholic. They'll send it back across. Attempted kill is into the net. Point Barr-Reeve, 1-0.
It was almost a carry there on that.
Yeah.
Lafayette a couple sets ago there on number 2, but it was not called. So.
All right, Jeannette back to serve. Jeannette. She sends it across. Now they'll set it up. And the attempted kill is out. So point to Barr-Reeve. They go up 2-0 here in this third set. Barr-Reeve leads 2 sets to nothing. They won 25-17, 25-22. Jeannette back to serve. She sends it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set a back set. Attempted kill is good.
Nobody home that time in the back row. So.
Actually, across the court, kill. So serving will be Emily Burks. 2-1, Barr-Reeve leading here. In set 3. They lead sets 2-0. Now over to Barr-Reeve. They set it up to Tracy Graver. Blocked back. Barr-Reeve keeps it alive. And Hannah Bullock will send it across. Now back to Central Catholic. They set it up and not able to keep it going, and point to Lafayette Central Catholic. 2-2 we're tied. Barr-Reeve scored the first 2. Lafayette Central Catholic has come back to score 2. Again back to serve is Emily Burks. Now back to Barr-Reeve. Over to Kenny. Kenny over to Central Catholic. Tip to kill is out by Lafayette Central Catholic. Point to Barr-Reeve. 3-2. Kill is out. Not sure who that was.
Well, they have the scores 4-2 in favor of the Knights, but that is incorrect.
Yeah, I think it's 3-2. Now they're changing it, I think. Over to Lafayette Central Catholic. Attempt to kill is partially blocked. Barr-Reeve. Now Kenny will send it across, and now they said it goes out. And
very close.
Very close. So point, we're tied at 3-all on that. Kenny send it back to the back of the court. So now Lafayette Central Catholic will serve. We're tied 3-all. Send it across. Now Hannah Bullock sends it up to Jenna Knapp, across to Kenny. Dug out by Central Catholic. And now let's see, what are they calling? Whistle blew.
I think he's going to say an inadvertent whistle is what he's going to say. So. Not sure if they'll replay this or this the side official comes over and discusses with the guy on the ladder.
Because I think Lafayette Central Catholic could have, they do a play over. So
Coach McCarter is asking for an explanation, and he'll get it. The captain is over talking to the official on the ladder, so it will be a replay on the point is what the call is. I think it was an inadvertent whistle from the side official. It wasn't very strong at all. I mean, it was just a...
So we're still tied 3-all. And again, Lafayette Central Catholic will serve in a do-over. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up. And Kenny with the attempted kill, dug out by Central Catholic. And kill there by, that's Onion, wasn't it?
That's Onken, yep.
So 4-3 as Lafayette Central Catholic goes on top. And Central Catholic will serve again. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Over. Now what do they call?
2 hits again.
Oh my. I tell you, it's just normal. When Jenna's setting it up, just a normal set, and they call it double hit. Now over to Barr-Reeve. They'll set it up for Skylar Chestnut, and it goes out. Barr-Reeve down now 6-3. Timeout by Barr-Reeve. They trail 6-3 in set 3 after winning the first 2. We'll take this timeout and be back right after this. Barr-Reeve won the first 2 sets, 25-17 and 25-22, but they're trailing 6-3 here in set number 3. As Shady, it looks like Lafayette is more fired up here in this third set.
Well, it's back to the wall, as you pointed out, and they're not going to, I mean, we know they're at the state finals, a very good team, so they're not going to lay over here. But you do bring up an interesting point. Jenna had 1,175 assists in the regular season, 14 more here today. So, I mean, you know, that double hit, I know what they're calling, but you like to see them call a little more, you know, consistently in the season.
Yeah.
Because this didn't just start today. I mean, they started calling this a little more strictly once sectional started. But
and the official that's calling it is the same one on the chair. And you know, sometimes they've all got their pet peeves that they will call, but
I think that's 5 points now that Lafayette Catholic has gotten on that call. So not in this set, but overall in the match.
All right. So Lafayette Central Catholic will serve again. They lead 6-3. They send it across. Hannah will send it across now to Kenny, and into the net as Tara Kenny. So a point to Lafayette Central Catholic. They now lead 7-3.
You don't want to see a letdown, but that's what it looks like is, you know, that.
Over to Barr-Reeve. Now Barr-Reeve will set it across for Skylar, and dug out by Central Catholic. And Onken with an attempted kill, but dug out by Barr-Reeve. They send it back across, and Barr-Reeve digs it out. Now they set it up for, again, off Lasher's hand, as she didn't, that time was it rolled, so a point to Lafayette Central Catholic, 8-3.
Right off the tip of her finger.
Yeah. So now they send it up over to Barr-Reeve. Now Skylar with the attempted kill, and she got it.
So finally a point for the Vikings. The first kill in this set coming from Skylar Chestnut.
So
Cisco is in, as is Chilton. Megan Graber, freshman, is also going to check in, replacing Lasher. So Coach DeCourcy just going to let Lasher sit down and, you know, recompose herself a little bit. And Megan Graber, a freshman for the Vikings, is in the front row.
All right, Molly Chilton will go back to serve. Barr-Reeve trails 8-4. She sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up. Attempted kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco, and Cisco with the kill.
Immediately, Cisco into the game with a kill. Big point for the Vikings, 8-5. Starting to breathe a little bit of life back into this Viking squad.
They trail by 5. Chilton back. She sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempt to kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. She tips it across, and a point to Barr-Reeve. They tipped it around several times, but could not get it across, so point to Barr-Reeve. 8-6. Barr-Reeve trails here in set 3. Chilton serves again. Over to Central Catholic. The attempt to kill is good, as Barr-Reeve tried to block it, but not able to.
That was Denhart on the kill, and now she will serve. Number 12 is into the game. That is Lucy Kendrick.
All right, Denhart back to serve. She's one of the seniors for Lafayette Central Catholic. She sends it across. Dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. Cisco, the attempt to kill, and saved there by Lafayette. Now back to Barr-Reeve. He'll set it up. Again to Cisco, and Cisco tips it across. Point Barr-Reeve. 9-7. Again, they don't all have to be a kill.
It's not always how hard you hit it. Yeah. Sometimes it's where you hit it.
9.
She got the tip in that time.
Allison Hoover back to serve. Hoover sends it across, and Central Catholic. The attempted kill, they got it. I mean, that was the lefty. I presume that was Onion again.
It was Onken, and it's almost carrying the ball there on that. But it was not called. So
number 15,
Tharp.
Emily Tharp back to serve. 10-7. Central Catholic leads here, and it goes out on the service error. So it's 8-10.
Not a lot of service errors, but 4 now on the day for the Knights of Lafayette Central Catholic. Barr-Reeve leads 2-0 here. We're in the 3rd set. They trailed 10-8.
Skylar Chestnut back to serve. She sends it across. Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Jenna Knapp sets it up for
Cisco had it blocked back to her on the kill, and she wasn't able to recover in time to make the play.
So 11-8 the score. Central Catholic with the lead, and back to serve is number 13, Fickle, Brianna Fickle. Central Catholic leads 11-8 here in set 3. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up for Cisco. The attempt to kill is out. Set it out. So
12-8.
12-8.
After Barr-Reeve makes a little run, now
Barr-Reeve
Catholic is on a run.
Barr-Reeve had got back within 9-7. Again, Fickle will serve again. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up all the way to Cisco, and dug out by Central Catholic, and now somebody was in the net, I believe Central Catholic. So point to Barr-Reeve, 12-9.
Tierra Kinney checking in. Courtney Pruitt also in. Courtney Pruitt is back to serve. It's 12-9. We're in set 3.
So
Barr-Reeve leads 2-0.
Okay, Courtney Pruitt back to serve, and the official, they went back over to the official. I'm not sure what Central Catholic was.
Yeah, they were getting an explanation on something.
Yeah. All right, Pruitt sends it across. Now Central Catholic will send it across. Barr-Reeve digs it out. Back over to Tracy Graber, and back to Central Catholic. They will set it up, and the attempt to kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Kenny, and dug out. Back across, and the attempt to kill is out by Central Catholic. So it's 12-10.
Barr-Reeve very much still into this after getting down early.
So back to serve will be Courtney Pruitt.
8-3, I think, is the biggest lead that Central Catholic has had.
Pruitt sends it across. Central Catholic will set it up. Attempt to kill is out again. So Barr-Reeve back within 1. 11-12.
Trying to find the hose in the back row, and 2 of them that went long.
Courtney Pruitt again will serve. She sends it across. Now dug out Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is saved there by Barr-Reeve. And will they get it across? Yes, they do. A good save there. Central Catholic will set it up, and Barr-Reeve will set it back up, and the attempted kill is long by Barr-Reeve as Kenny sends it long, so it's 13-11.
Another long volley with some pretty good defensive plays. Would have been big if Barr-Reeve could have tied it up there, but not the case.
They get back, but they just get so close. Now Matson for Lafayette Central Catholic will serve. She sends it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up, and Tracy Graber sets it up, and it was blocked back, and point to Lafayette Central Catholic, 14-11 now.
Getting so close. It was 13-12. 12-11, I'm sorry, and now it's back up to 14-11.
Again, Matson back to serve. And as she sends it across, Barr-Reeve, Jenna Nepp will send it back across. Now Allison Hoover sends it to Central Catholic, and blocked back by Tara Kenny and Tracy. So point to Barr-Reeve, 12-14.
Megan Graber in, replacing Hoover, and Jenna will drop back to serve.
Barr-Reeve can get so close, but Jenna Nepp drops back. We're in set 3. Barr-Reeve trails 14-12. They won the first 2 sets. Now Central Catholic sets it up, and the attempted kill is blocked back, and point to Barr-Reeve.
Kenny gets this one.
Cameraman gets in the way here. I can't see on the floor here.
Barr-Reeve leads 2-0, and it's 14-13. They trail here in set 3. Jenna Nepp serving for the Vikings.
She sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up and block back, and attempted kill is saved there by Barr-Reeve, and they send it back to the back court. He got a point as Jenna Nepp hit the back of the court, so we're tied at 14-all.
I think that's the first one of those she got down. Hania got one of those earlier. That's the first one Jenna's been able to get in today.
All right, so Jenna Nepp will serve again. We're tied 14-all. Sends it across, and Central Catholic will set it up. Back to Barr-Reeve. The attempted kill is blocked out of bounds. Barr-Reeve will take the first lead, 15-14. As he tried to kill it, and it was blocked, but it blocked out of bounds by Lafayette Central Catholic. Jenna Nepp will serve again. She sends it across. Now they'll set it up and block back, and Lafayette Central Catholic looks like they will save it. Barr-Reeve will set it up again, and Tracy Graber. Now back to Barr-Reeve. Over to Kenny. Back to Central Catholic. Now they'll set it up. And Barr-Reeve trying to keep it going, and they can't do it. So point to Central Catholic. We're tied at 15-all.
Wow, pretty good defensive teams, both of them, really. I mean,
really battling.
They're making the plays. They're really making the plays.
All right, so back to serve will be number 3, Emily Brooks for Lafayette Central Catholic.
We're tied at 15 in set 3.
As Brooks sends it across, Barr-Reeve will set it up for Kenny, and blocked out of bounds, and wait a minute. They're saying it's off of Barr-Reeve, so point to Central Catholic, 16-15. It looked like that when they tipped it back across, it would have been last touch by Central Catholic, went out of bounds. But all right, again, Central Catholic will send it over. Barr-Reeve trying to get it across. Now they'll have to bump it across. Megan Graber does. Now Central Catholic sets it up and dug out by Barr-Reeve in the attempted kill. And Kenny sends it across. Now the attempted kill is blocked back, and kill is good there by Barr-Reeve.
It was a block kill on Tracy Graber.
So we're tied at 16-all. Block kill by Tracy Graber.
Just the final push here, Vikings, the final push.
Barr-Reeve crowd comes alive now over to Central Catholic, and point to, looked like Megan Graber tried to tip it across, but a point to Central Catholic.
Yep, Megan met the ball at the net. She was trying to push it to the side like she's been taught to do, but just didn't get it over the net. So it's 17-16, Lafayette Central Catholic.
All right, they'll serve. Set up for Barr-Reeve. Cross to Skylar Chestnut, and
Back to Barr-Reeve. They'll send it back across to, now Barr-Reeve will have to push it across. Lafayette Central Catholic. Attempted kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. And Megan Graver sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve, Skylar Chestnut sends it across. Back to Central Catholic. Now they'll bump it across. Back to Barr-Reeve. And Skylar Chestnut.
Too many free balls.
Yep, too many. The attempted kill is blocked back to Central Catholic. Now they'll set it up again, and the attempted kill is dug out again by Barr-Reeve. And Hannah Bullock sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and attempted kill is dug out again, but not point to Central Catholic. 18 to 16. Wow, what a volley.
Yep, just too many free balls.
Yeah. 18 to 16. Timeout, I presume, Barr-Reeve. I couldn't see. So we'll take this timeout and be back right after this.
Check your local listings to watch championship broadcast in your community.
Barr-Reeve won the first one 25-17, won the second one 25-22, but trailed here in set 3, 18 to 16. So it will be Lafayette Central Catholic serving as they send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front over to Skylar Chestnut, blocked back again by Lafayette Central Catholic. They take a 19 to 16 lead. I tell you, Hanea has been about the only one been able to get it through their blocks. All right, Lafayette sends it across. Jenna Neff will set it up for Kenny. Dug out by Central Catholic. Now Barr-Reeve trying to set it up, and they set it up to, now blocked back again by Central Catholic, and they take a 20 to 16 lead.
Give credit to that to Onken. I believe she was the one who got that block kill. Danger zone for the Vikings.
Yeah. Now they send it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up over to Skylar Chestnut, and she tips it across and got the point. 20-17.
Cisco into the game, and Chilton will come in to serve. So Vikings need to stay composed and get a point or two. You can't get them all at once.
All right, 20-17 as Lafayette Central Catholic leads here. Molly Chilton back to serve. She sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is dug out, but point to Central Catholic, 21 to 17, and that was a monster kill.
That was Onken again.
But I forget who it was back there who dug it out, Molly, but it went wide out of bounds.
Onken's got 10 on the match, and she's the leader on both teams.
Barr-Reeve in danger of losing this third set here. Now, Barr-Reeve, over to Barr-Reeve, across to Cisco. Cisco with the attempted kill and got it. Went off the fingertips. So 21-18. That's what they got to do. You can't get any freebies to every time they're going to have to set it up for the kill. Allison Hoover back to serve.
Yep, you're right. No free balls at this point.
She sends it across, and they set it back up, and Barr-Reeve, over to Barr-Reeve, Cisco. That was a very strong kill attempt, but
she tried to hit it over the block.
Now a kill there, and was that Onken? I believe
that was number 3. That was Burks.
So a kill by Lafayette Central Catholic. They go up 22 to 18.
We know Barr-Reeve came back from 23-19 at Lagodi, so they're not out of this yet. They've got to get a point here.
Yeah. Tharp, Emily Tharp back to serve. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up, and Cisco with the attempted kill is good by Cisco, 22 to 19.
Cisco with 9 kills on the day, and that little 5'4" body, she's got a heart that won't stop. And I tell you, she's
All right, Skylar
Been something else today.
Skylar Chestnut back to serve. 22-19. Chestnut sends it across. Dug out by Central Catholic. And the tip to kill is good.
That was Onken.
Wow.
Left-handed kill, without question. That was Cameron Onken.
23-19 as they're inching closer and closer to winning this third set.
Onken is out of the game as number 13, that's Fickle, comes in to serve. And Fickle's got a service there today, so maybe she'll get one here.
All right, she sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up for Cisco. Cisco, that blocked back. Again, over to Tracy Graver. Tracy sends it across. Central Catholic digs it out. And the attempted kill is dug out again by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. And dug out by Barr-Reeve. And over to Central Catholic. And here they try it again. And they got the kill this time. And that was
number 3. That was Burks.
24-19.
So it's set point for Central Catholic. The Barr-Reeve crowd is just, don't give up. They're trying to encourage their Lady Vikings here.
Back to serve is number 13, Fickle. She sends it across. Hoover sets it up. Tracy Graber sets it out. And and they're trying to call it off the fingertip, but they don't get it from the official. So 25-19 as Lafayette Central Catholic wins the third set here, as Barr-Reeve won the first 2 sets, 25-17 and 25-22, as we will take a 2-minute timeout and then come back here for set number 4. We'll be back after this. The Lady Vikings won set 1, 25-17. They won set 2, 25-22. They were up by 10 in set 2. But that third set's going to be the hardest one to get, Shady.
Well, that's been a little bit of a weak point for the Vikings. I don't know. I mean, it's like a basketball team when seems like they have that quarter where they don't do as well. And this third set has been that quarter for the Vikings this season, where they've sometimes struggled. I don't know if it's just a letdown or if it's where they start tiring or before they catch their second wind or what. But you do not, if you're Barr-Reeve, want to see this go to a set 5.
Now, according to this, they had Hanea with 11 kills in that second game,
Well, this is the total for the Vikings this season, where they've sometimes struggled. I don't know if it's just a letdown or if it's where they start tiring or before they catch their second wind or what. But you do not, if you're Barr-Reeve, want to see this go to a set 5.
Now, according to this, they had Hanea with 11 kills in that second game,
Well, this is the total for all 3 sets combined. So,
okay.
Yep, she's got
11 kills in the day. All right, Skylar Chestnut will serve first here. Again, the blocking at the net has been great for both teams here. Now Skylar Chestnut sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up. The attempted kill is blocked back. And it hits the line there, so point to Barr-Reeve. They let it go thinking it was going to be out.
I did not see who got that block for Barr-Reeve.
Well, Tracy was over there. I'd say if you give it to her, you won't go wrong. All right, Skylar Chestnut will send it across again. Now, Lafayette Central Catholic, if they do get it back across, now Barr-Reeve will set it up, and attempted kill is dug out by Lafayette Central Catholic, and Barr-Reeve will keep it alive, and Tracy Graber sends it across, and double hit there by Lafayette Central Catholic, so Barr-Reeve goes up 2-0.
Tracy comes out hot again, and boy, that kill attempt she had, that was an excellent dig there by Lafayette Catholic.
Yes.
They didn't have much time to get ready for that, as that was that short set again.
Skylar Chestnut back to serve again. He sends it across. Now they over to Barr-Reeve. Now Cisco with the attempted kill is, they'll keep it alive. The Central Catholic will send it across. Barr-Reeve now sets it up for Cisco, and Cisco drops it in. So Barr-Reeve goes up 3-0 here. It wasn't a kill, but it was more of a tip in by Hanea Cisco. So Chestnut will have one more. She will serve again. As Chestnut sends it across, Lafayette Central Catholic sets it up, and Barr-Reeve keeps it alive. Now over to Cisco, and she sends it back across. Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempt to kill is blocked back, and they try to keep it alive, and they'll bump it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Two more, Tracy Graber, and they keep it alive, and Barr-Reeve now kept alive, and back to Cisco, and she got another kill. Cisco with the kill. 4-0, Barr-Reeve goes up on a kill by Anea Cisco.
The Vikings are not going to lay down and quit either, so they lead 2-1 and 4-0 here in set 4.
All right, Skylar Chestnut back to serve. She sends it across, and they set it up. Tip to kill is dug out again by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. Cisco with the tip to kill, dug out, and blocked. Nope.
Blocked by Graber and Neff, but it was landed on the Barr-Reeve side. So point kill that time on Burks.
So point to Lafayette Central Catholic. So 4-1 the score. Back is Maddie Matson will serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. Dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. And
heck of a play.
Yep. And blocked back by Barr-Reeve. And Central
free ball.
Yep. Yep. All right. Lafayette Central Catholic over to Cisco. And Cisco with the tip across and got the point. So 5-1.
Holy cow, was that a clinic by Anea Cisco?
Yeah.
That offensive possession while she was in there, she checks out as Kenny and Pruitt come in.
So Courtney Pruitt will serve for Barr-Reeve.
They're crediting Cisco here on the official stats with 13 kills now on the match.
Pruitt sends it across for Barr-Reeve. Now she gets an ace as it went off the hand. So Barr-Reeve goes up 6-1.
Not been a lot of aces today.
Yep.
It just talks about, I mean, it tells you how strong these teams are offensively.
Courtney Pruitt,
or defensively, I'm sorry.
Courtney Pruitt will serve again. He sends it across, and Central Catholic will set it up. The attempt to kill is blocked back, and another point for Barr-Reeve. 7-1. And I believe that was Tracy with that block.
Timeout by Central Catholic.
Timeout Central Catholic. Barr-Reeve on top. 7-1 here in the fourth set. They lead 2-1. We'll be back right after this.
From the floor, catering needs Subway, Eat Fresh.
In the fourth set, Barr-Reeve leads 2-1. They lead in the fourth set 7-1. Had a great run on several tip-ins by Anea Cisco, and one kill at least in this set, an ace by Courtney Pruitt, as Barr-Reeve crowd comes alive over there.
Well, as you mentioned off the air, it's not going to be easy, even though it's 7-1. I mean, it's better than being down 7-1.
It is.
But, you know that Central Catholic, is going to mount a run here. You just got to be able to sustain it and keep it to 1 or 2 points.
All right, Courtney Pruitt will serve again as we're waiting on a television timeout. This is broadcast live on Fox Indiana.
That's right, and I think IHSAATV.org is also streaming it live from what I've been told. So
Fox has carried it taped later that evening, some of the Indiana high school basketball, but I didn't know they did it live. So, all right, they give the go sign, so we're ready to go. As Lafayette Central Catholic just used the timeout.
Pruitt, just a sophomore for Barr-Reeve, but she's been a pretty big part of this team's success.
Now she sends it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up, and they push it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front. Over to Kenny. Kenny with the tip to kill is
What are they calling?
They call a carry.
Calling a carry, but I thought she hit it with her fist.
Yeah, see, they're complaining about it, but
well, rightfully so.
I know it. Has been several today, and all been called by the same official. Now, Pruitt, and whoa! Central Catholic will keep it alive. They get it over to Barr-Reeve. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up over to Pruitt, and a tip in by Kenny, 9-1. As Tara Kenny gets a tip in there.
Wasn't the best set in the world, but she hit the middle of the floor where nobody was.
Courtney Pruitt again will serve, sends it across. Now over to Barr-Reeve. They'll set it up, and too close to the net. So point to Barr-Reeve had an excellent chance to get something going there, but
Amber's spitting 16 penny nails over there right now because it was just a lack of communication on the Vikings' part.
All right, Emily Burke back to serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. And they send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up for Kenny. Kenny with the attempted kill, dug out. And attempted kill is, what do they call it? They've given the point to Barr-Reeve. They said it was out. It did not go across the antenna, so a point to Barr-Reeve. 10-2. That was outside the antenna.
Jenna drops back to serve as Megan Graber is into the game in the front row.
So Jenna Knapp back to serve. One of the outstanding seniors for Barr-Reeve. She sends it across. Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is good, I presume. So
cross-court kill from Emily Denhard, and it was good.
Yeah. We can't see from our angle, and so it will be number 7 serving for Lafayette Central Catholic, and they set it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front, and Kenny with the attempted kill is it's set on the net for a while. Now back across to Megan Graber. She sets it back. Now over to Central Catholic and blocked back. Over to Lafayette Central Catholic. Dug out by Barr-Reeve. And a great save there by Lafayette Central Catholic. So a point to them. 10-4.
They've met those tips that Jenna does over the net. They've met a couple of those at the net and hit them back. Pretty good leapers on that Lafayette team.
All right, back to Barr-Reeve. Over to Tara Kenny, and dug out by Central Catholic. They send it back across, and it's another kill.
Here comes Cameron Ogden, that sophomore hitter.
10-5.
That's her first kill in this set.
Barr-Reeve had a 10-3 lead. All right, they will serve again. Lafayette Central Catholic. They set it across. Now Barr-Reeve sets it up, and that's going to be free ball, and they carry on that, so a point to Lafayette Central Catholic. Again, blocking at the net. Timeout. Barr-Reeve. 10-6 the score. Barr-Reeve leading here in set number 4. They lead 2-1. We'll be back right after this. Mounting a challenge here. Of course, they led by 10 in that second game, and Barr-Reeve was able to hold on to win 25-22, I believe it was.
It was 7-1 when Lafayette Catholic took their first time out. Now it's 10-6.
Again, Central Catholic still serving. They send it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up for Kenny. And it's blocked into the air, blocked back to Barr-Reeve, and Barr-Reeve will have to push it across. They're not getting it. All right, now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Kenny. And good from that time as Kenny got it down. 11-6. She's had a hard time getting it past their blockers, but a kill there by Tierra Kenny. So 11-6.
Yep, Chestnut into the game, and Bullock was back to serve.
Bullock sends it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is good by Lafayette Central Catholic. 11-7.
That was Onken.
So now back to serve will be number 2, Emily Denhard. Denhard has Fisher he blows the whistle. She sends it across. Now Jenna sets it up for Skylar Chestnut, and they keep it alive. And over to Barr-Reeve. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Back again to Kenny. Kenny with the attempt to kill. He got it. So Barr-Reeve goes up 12-7.
Cisco back into the game, and Chilton will come in to serve.
12-7. Barr-Reeve leading here in set 3. They won the first one 25-17. And then 25, was it 25-22? I have to look back. Yes, 25-22.
Short serve.
Now back to block at the net, and they pushed into the net. Central Catholic was into the net, so point to Barr-Reeve, 13-7.
Well, I didn't think that was the proper call. I thought Barr-Reeve was in the net on the block, but he's on the ladder inches away from the net. So,
all right, Molly Chilton again will serve. She sends it across, and they set it up and partially blocked, saved there by Barr-Reeve, and pushed back, and Jenna Net did it again, got the corner, so a point to Barr-Reeve. They go up 14-7.
Coach McCarter is asking for a double hit on that, and he didn't get the call as Barr-Reeve got the point.
Molly Chilton will serve again. She sends it across, and Lafayette Central Catholic will have to hit it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up. Who for? And there's Cisco. And she got the kill. Cisco with the kill. 15-8 as it went out of bounds. Timeout. Lafayette Central Catholic. Barr-Reeve leading. We'll keep it right here. Barr-Reeve leading 15-8 as they've won the first game 25-17 and 25-22. Lafayette Central Catholic come back to win 25-19 in that third set. So Barr-Reeve battling here, and I tell you, you just know they're going to come at you.
Good teams do, and we know that Lafayette Central Catholic is not in the state finals by a fluke. They are a very good team. They beat the #1 ranked team in the state to get here, so they're very well deserving to be here, and they are a pretty good defensive team. I tell you what, Mr. Cavanaugh, there's been a lot of kills in this game, but there's been a ton of more of them dug out, and this is just a good effort.
Normally,
defensively,
what would have been, kills have been dug out. I mean, these are two excellent defensive teams, and I think it's been mentioned on the pregame, and very balanced teams that they keep it alive, and that's what's happened here. All right, Molly Chilton, they're giving the thumbs up, so we're ready to go. The TV they're in sync with them. All right, 15-7, Barr-Reeve leading as Chilton serves it across, dug out by Lafayette Central Catholic, and the tip is good. The kill is good by Lafayette Central Catholic. They got it set up. 15-8.
Cameron Alkin again got that one to go down. She's got 15 kills now for the Knights. Cisco's got 14 for the Vikings.
She can see the court, and
she is a very athletic player.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, number 15 is serving Thorpe. Over to Barr-Reeve. Now Barr-Reeve, and now Cisco tips it down as she point to Barr-Reeve, 16-8. They didn't get a good set for it. She just tipped it across the front blockers, and a point to Barr-Reeve. So 16-8. Barr-Reeve trying to inch their way.
Hoover is serving. Just got to get a strong serve here. Get it to the back row, Allie.
She sends it across. Now they'll set it up, and the attempt to kill is good by Lafayette Central Catholic.
And Cameron Alkin, very deserving of the attention she's getting, and she's having a heyday.
And she is, you mentioned just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
Wow. All right, back to serve again is Fickle. Brianna Fickle she is a senior for Lafayette Central Catholic. Okay, over to Barr-Reeve. Now they'll set it up. For Cisco, the attempt to kill is blocked back. Barr-Reeve will set it up again over the other side. Chestnut, and she sends it across, and Chestnut with the kill. And she really more of a tip in, but they got the point, 17-9.
That's very, I know as a fan, that's frustrating to see when they just tip it in.
Yeah.
But that's Coach McCarter on the sidelines is
what he's saying. You've got to cover the middle of the floor.
Skylar Chestnut sends it across. Now Central Catholic will set it up, and the attempted kill is keep it alive, and nope, they won't be able to do it. So
good effort from Chilton to go after that, but wasn't able to get
17 to 10. As back to serve is Lafayette Central Catholic. Barr-Reeve leading 17 to 10. Lafayette Central Catholic serving. Maddie Madsen. We met Barr-Reeve with a lot of crowd here today. Now Barr-Reeve trying to set it up. Get over to Tracy Graber. She tips it across, and back to Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco, and the attempted kill is kept alive by Lafayette Central Catholic. They'll tip it back to Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. Cisco with the attempted kill, and not able to get it across. Barr-Reeve trying to, but couldn't able to. So 17 to 11.
Amber's wanting Cisco to swing. She had tipped one over just a minute ago, and you got to keep swinging. Tips are good, but
Madsen back to serve again in set 4. Over to Barr-Reeve. Back across to Cisco. Cisco tips it across, and again they keep it alive. And blocked back to Central Catholic. Now back in the backcourt. Over to Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. Cisco with the tip to kill. Got it! Cisco with a monster kill that time. 18 to 11. And there's Cisco with the kill.
She's got 5 here in this set. Who came in as Cisco and Chilton checked out, so that means Pruitt and Kenny are into the game.
All right, Courtney Pruitt. Back to serve. He sends it across. Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up. And the tip to kill is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Kenny. Kenny with the tip to kill is blocked back for a point by Central Catholic.
Very well executed that time. That
18
was
to 12.
That was Emily Denhard, and she's a pretty good blocker.
Yep.
Kenny had a good swing on it, but Denhart met her at the net.
Emily Burks back to serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. They send it across. Barr keeps it alive, but the overpass, but it fell short to a point. 18 to 13.
Not a lot of aces from the Knights, but that was a big one there.
Yeah. Again, Lafayette Central Catholic will serve again. Barr will set it up front. Over to Kenny. And block back, trying to. And Barr will have to bump it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up. And the tip to kill is good by number 2, Denhart. 18 to 14.
Timeout Barr-Reeve.
Timeout Barr-Reeve as Lafayette Central Catholic just keeps creeping back in this. We'll take this timeout and be back right after this. Okay, welcome back here as Lafayette Central Catholic will serve again. They've cut the margin to 18 to 14. They were down 17 to 10 and 18 to 11. Back to serve. Can't see the number there.
That's number 3. Yep, that's Burks.
Emily Burks. Burks back to serve. She sends it across. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up. Over to Kenny. Kenny with the attempt to kill. Blocked back to Barr-Reeve. And a kill. It looked like Barr-Reeve they were trying to get a double hit on that one but a point to Lafayette Central Catholic. 18 to 15. Burks again back to serve. Trying to look down to see how many timeouts Barr-Reeve has taken. All right, over to Barr-Reeve now. They set up Tracy Graver with the kill and got it. Tracy Graver, 19 to 15. Kind of stopped the bleeding at the point.
That was a good, just well executed that time for the Vikings.
So back to serve for Barr-Reeve will be Jenna Neff.
Splasher is into the game now instead of Graver. Jenna Neff back to serve.
Jenna Neff
to serve. Barr-Reeve leads 19 to 15, set 4. They lead 2 sets to 1. Central Catholic will set it up. The attempted kill is good by Lafayette Central Catholic. 19 to 16.
Denhart was doing damage earlier at the net with her blocking. But right now she's got 3 kills here in set 2.
As she comes diagonally across with that kill, Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up. Now Barr-Reeve will set it up front. Over to Tracy Graber. And she got the kill. Tracy Graber with the kill, 20-16. Anna Bullock will go back to serve now.
Chestnut into the game, so it's Chestnut, Lasher, and Kenny in the front row, and Jenna is pleading with those hitters.
Bullock sends it back across. Lafayette Central Catholic sets it up. And Barr-Reeve trying to keep it alive, can't do it. Point to Lafayette Central Catholic.
Yep,
20 to 17.
Yep, Denhart gets the kill again.
Back to serve is Denhart. Denhart. She sends it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Over to, and Skylar Chestnut tipped it across, got the point. 21 to 17. And it looked like she was going to go for the kill, but tipped it across. So 21 to 17.
Cisco into the game. Chilton will drop back to serve.
Molly Chilton back to serve. 21-17. Chilton gets it across. Central Catholic sets it up and out. Point to Barr-Reeve, 22-17. Chilton will go back to serve again. 22-17 in set 4. Barr-Reeve leads 2 sets to 1. Chilton sends it across and it's out. First service there for Barr-Reeve today, I believe.
That is right. Of course, I knew better than mentioning it, but yeah, it is the first service here for the Vikings. But
number 15.
Brings the score to 22-18. Lincoln is into the game for Lafayette.
Emily Tharp back to serve for Lafayette Central Catholic. She sends it across. Now Jenna Neff sets it across for Cisco. Cisco with the tip to kill, dug out. And Barr-Reeve keeps it alive. Now they send it across, and not a good tip. And oh my.
It was out of bounds, says the official on the ladder. So
no, he's calling 2 hits. Well, he mentioned 2 hits, but point to Lafayette Central Catholic, 22-19. All right, Lafayette Central Catholic will serve again. They send it across. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Oh, they have to bump it across. Lafayette Central Catholic now will take it up, and they get the kill. 22-20. 22-20.
Tonkin with that kill, and it was a no-doubter. I mean, it was a short set. She got up high, and it's a no-doubter.
All right. So back to serve again will be Emily Tharp. Barr-Reeve had a 22-17 lead. It's now 22-20. In set 4.
Megan Graber in for Lasher.
They set it across.
Out of bounds.
Oh. Now Barr-Reeve sets it across, and Cisco trying to bump it across, hit it into the net. So another point for Lafayette Central Catholic, 22-21. 22-21. Lafayette Central Catholic serving. Barr-Reeve will set it up. Now they'll have to bump it across. Now Lafayette Central Catholic will set it up for the kill, and the kill is saved there by Barr-Reeve. They sit over to Cisco. Cisco with the tip to kill, blocked back. Now Cisco sends it, bumps it across. Now, and back to Barr-Reeve. They'll set it back to Cisco. And Barr-Reeve with the point. And Cisco tipped it across off the hand. So 23-21. Allison Hoover into the game now to serve.
Again, Allison just, you got to get it into the back row. Amber's telling her to take a deep breath and calm down.
23-21. Hoover serves. Sends it across, and they send it back to Barr-Reeve. Now back over to Cisco. Cisco the tip to kill, and got it.
Cisco with the kill, 24-21.
Okay, one more.
Allison Hoover will serve. Barr-Reeve leading 24-21. 1 point away. Will they be able to do it? She sends it across. Dug out by Central Catholic. They set it up for the attempted kill. Is dug out by Barr-Reeve. Over to Cisco. Cisco with the attempted kill. Dug out by Central Catholic. Over, they tried again and tipped out. They tipped it out. Point to Barr-Reeve. Barr-Reeve 25-21. Barr-Reeve wins the state championship here 3 sets to 1 as they defeat Lafayette Central Catholic 3-1 in sets. Barr-Reeve has finally done it. After several trips here to the state finals, Barr-Reeve wins the state championship here 3 sets to 1 over Lafayette Central Catholic. We're going to keep it here, and I'm sure, Shady, I wouldn't mind trying to get out to see Amber, but I'm sure that it's going to be pretty tough to do. I may have to send you out there to kind of grab her to pull her over here. But Barr-Reeve wins here. They win the state championship. The final set, 25-21, and folks, it was a battle all the way. The Vikings are the state champs in girls volleyball, Class 1A. They have done it.
So, just an exceptionally emotional moment for the girls out on the floor for what we've played for, and the Barr-Reeve Vikings have finally done it. Their first team state championship, bringing it back to Montgomery. Amber DeCourcy in the huddle there with her girls as tears are flowing freely here at Worthen Arena, and just an outstanding season, 38-2 for the Vikings on this season, and an outstanding effort here today. As just tears in the crowd, tears on the floor. And since September the 29th, this school community has been through so much. Just an outstanding effort by our Vikings.
Shady, they have tried to win this one for Brandon, and I'm sure he's smiling down. They have done it. They've done it. They've won 3 sets to 1 here, defeated Lafayette Central Catholic, who was the state champ in 2010. But Lafayette Barr-Reeve wins it here. And they are the Class 1A state champs in class, the first state championship in a team sport in Barr-Reeve. JD, I'd like to see about getting Amber, but I'm sure it's a very emotional moment. Right now, they will be, Lafayette Central Catholic will be taking the stand here as they will be presenting the runner-up trophy to them. But no question, they gave it a valiant effort here today.
It's 25-17, as you mentioned, and 25-22 as the Vikings took the first 2, and then Lafayette Catholic came back and got that third set to 25-19. The Vikings were able to hold on to close it out, 25-21 here in the 2013 Class A state championships in girls volleyball.
As Amber DeCourcy goes over, and of course she was getting a hug from her husband here just a little bit ago, and
still just nobody able to stand up straight out there on the Vikings team huddle. It's a very emotional time for the Barr-Reeve community, all of us.
Barr-Reeve had big leads in these games, but with the exceptional team that Lafayette Central Catholic had, that they battled and battled and battled, and even down by 7, cut the lead to 22-21, and Barr-Reeve got 3 straight points to take it out to win it. 25-21. They win it here. They are the Class 1A state champs, as Barr-Reeve has tried so many times, but finally done it.
Well, we're looking at
the PA system now is just announcing the
it's the Mental Attitude Award winner, so we'll go down to the floor for this.
Tim Grove, I think the principal or the superintendent at South Knox High School, is making the presentation.
Excelled in latitude, athletic ability, scholarship, and leadership during the 4 years of high school. Participated as a state finalist in this sport and was selected by the members of the IHSAA Executive Committee. The winner of the 2013 Mid-Latitude Award for Class 1A Volleyball
announced as the winner here of the Mental Attitude Award, as she is joined on the arena floor by her parents.
Katie, I'm going to try to test this microphone out.
We are celebrating the Vikings Class A Volleyball State Championship here in Class 1A for 2013. They win 3-1 here over Lafayette Central Catholic.
Hey, Shady, I'm going to try to talk to Amber. I'm down here at the court. Amber, congratulations.
Thank you.
I tell you, I'm so happy for you. Your thoughts finally getting over the top.
I don't know if I can think right now. This is just so amazing. And for these girls and this community, and you know, we're one. We are truly one. And for Randy and Marla, this is for them.
Well, Amber, I thought about how close it was getting in that last game, and I knew it was going to be excruciating, but I'm so happy for you. To all the girls, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll maybe talk to you a little bit later, okay?
Thank you.
I'm going to try to talk to Jenna here in a little bit, but I got her parents, Lori and Tink Knapp, have to be very proud of these girls.
We sure are. We sure are. It's like a dream come true, and you know, all year long they just kept their focus on the big prize, and they had their ups and downs with things that's happened, but they looked up. They used the one as just a gripping thing to hold on to, and the whole community got behind us, and here we are.
I'm so happy because I know up here, Ethan was up here. I'm so happy both you. Tink, your thoughts on this great win here today?
She deserved it. The whole team deserved it. They all worked hard for it.
Well, I tell you, I kept looking across when they get very close. I was beginning to wonder it might slip away, but you guys hung in there tough. Congratulations. Quite an honor. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very proud of your efforts. Congratulations to you and this big award.
Thank you very much. I couldn't have done any of this without my team. They're my life, they're my family, this community. They've supported us through everything. I'm very grateful for this.
Well, congratulations, Jenna. We'll try to talk maybe a little bit later, but so happy for you and all the team. Okay? Okay, Shady, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cavanaugh. And as the Lafayette Catholic Knights receiving their medals right now, and we know the feeling of the second place state runner-up. Certainly they've had a very successful season, finishing at 28-11. But today it is Montgomery's day. They finish here 38-2. We have 4 seniors that have went out on just an outstanding career note. The first volleyball team ever in Barr-Reeve history to win a state championship. And they do it today 3-1 over Lafayette Central Catholic.
A very emotional time after all these years, you know, being up here, and what a team effort. And I know it was very hard, and for Amber, and as you mentioned, it was a very emotional time, but Barr-Reeve has, they've won it, Class 1A state champ. It's great to hear, isn't it, Shady?
It's a sound that I wasn't sure I'd ever get to hear, and I wanted you to have the honor of being the first to say it. Barr-Reeve Vikings as state champions. So just a little bit on the numbers of how this came about. Kania Cisco finishes the match with 19 kills, 10 from Tiara Kinney, and just an outstanding game blocking-wise from Tracy Graber. And you just can't say enough about these Lady Vikings. Lafayette Central Catholic was led in kills by their outstanding sophomore hitter, Cameron Hawkins. She finished with 18.
and Emily Denhart was in double figures as well with 13. And I think the big stat of the day for the Vikings has to be the fact that they only had one service error the entire day. So it was just, that's an area where in some of these tourney games that we did not do particularly well in serving, but today only one service error for the Barr-Reeve Lady Vikings. Just an outstanding game in that aspect.
Shady, I've waited a long time to watch Barr-Reeve take the podium, or take the platform as the winning state champ. I mean, it's just a sight to see as all of them now getting their medals, and it's going to be great writing the story next week.
It's finally blue. It's finally blue for Barr-Reeve, and I mean, I know Albert has always said that you can, if you knock on the door of opportunity enough times, it will eventually open, and I think that's certainly the case here today. Is this team not an overwhelming power hitter on this team? And some may say that we've had better athletes on teams, but I tell you what, this bunch never gave up, and they set out to accomplish a goal, and they got it done. They got it done.
Well, I tell you, and to have the Mental Attitude Award winner on the team, she is the second player from Barr-Reeve to win the Mental Attitude Award. Christy Kavanaugh Griffin was the other one, and she won it the first time up here in 98. So,
as we're
all the coaches now on the stage, as Mike James, Carrie Boyd, of course, Brittany Durr receiving the medal now, and head coach Amber DeCourcy, and she's getting a big hand from the crowd. She was named the Class 1A State Championship trophy last night as the Coach of the Year.
She holding a big sign that says "One" and pointing into the crowd to Brandon's family. It's just an emotional time.
Yeah.
And now at this time, please welcome Executive Committee member from Hartford High School, Mr.
Now they will make the presentation. By the way, that is on the opposite side of the floor, Bobby. We can look across the way and see the huge crowd of Barr-Reeve. In fact, as they're making the presentation, I like to the crowd taking a picture of the Barr-Reeve crowd. It's just amazing. The cheer block on the end, and it's just so heartwarming that
we know it's been done before. Somebody wins every year, but when it's your first time, it's very, very rewarding. And you think back to the players that didn't win, that were awful good players, that played on some very good teams and didn't win. Well, this one's for you too, because when these girls up on the podium wearing that blue medal today, when they were little girls sitting in the cheer block, they looked up to the players and the players that were playing then, and it's a total family effort, one community, and everybody wins today.
Well, do you realize that last year the runner-up team and the team that won it this year, 7 miles apart? I mean, it's just, and bitter rivals, the Blue Chip Conference rivals, and I'm sure it's just a great day. LaGodia has been up here, represented the Blue Chip very well, and has ran into trouble just like Barr-Reeve is where they ran into Michigan City a lot of years. But this year, not a Michigan City team up here, and doesn't mean that it was any less talent, but it was just a very hard fought ball game, and Barr-Reeve was able to come out on top here in 4 sets. As they won the first 2 was up 2-0, but the second set they lost, or the third set, lost 19-25. But I kept watching over there the Mental Attitude Award. I was wondering if it was somebody from Barr-Reeve, because I kept looking to see if there was any of the parents downstairs like they did. We also have a Mental Attitude Award winner in Christian Dunsham when he won it up here in the boys. But this is the second time for a girls volleyball from Barr-Reeve to win it.
The team now down the floor is applauding the fans, both the adult section and the student section, and the Barr-Reeve team is now off the podium and onto the playing floor, and just, nobody wants to leave. It's a special moment.
It is. And, of course, no question about it, probably Barr-Reeve has the most fans of any of the schools here today as the second match here. By the way, this Dave Cavanaugh will be receiving a special award here by the volleyball coaches, the referee association of the IHSAA here in just a little bit. So we're going to take a commercial break. Invite you to stay tuned for more coverage of the Class 1A State Championship, and that is the Barr-Reeve Lady Vikings have won it here today as they win 3-1 over Lafayette Central Catholic, and we'll be back right after this.
Ball State University, the site of the Volleyball State Championships for 2013, and we're back to do the player of the games. Mr. Cavanaugh is, folks, I have to tell you, he's like a kid in a candy store. He's went off on another, trying to track down Coach DeCourcy, I do believe, but until he gets back, we'll try to run through some stats as I have them, thanks to the media people here. They've provided us with the official team stats, and the player of the game for Lafayette Central Catholic, I think we have to go with their sophomore, Cameron Onken. She was kind of quiet in the early going, and I think 2 kills in set 1, and then she really came to life with 4 kills in set 2, as what I have her for, finished with. So it was kind of, slow starting there for her in the first set, but she really came to life and finished with 18 on the match for Cameron Onken. And the sophomore, certainly very worthy of the attention she's been getting, and she's the player of the game for the Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. And for Barr-Reeve, I mean,
it's Ania Cisco. I mean, 19 kills on the day, and just seems like as she has all season, when she comes into the game, just an offensive, just a real spark for the team, and to finish with 19 kills, just an outstanding job from Ania Cisco, and really all the Lady Vikings, as Coach DeCourcy now joining us, and just Amber, just talking a little bit here to our listeners, if anybody's listening, about the game that Ania Cisco had, really everybody, but we talked about how she comes in and gives you a spark, and today she finished with 19 kills.
Ania had an excellent morning for us, and she came in focused, she was ready to go, she was a senior leader on the floor today for us.
There was times that it seemed like she was about the only one who could get them across the block. Great blocking team, which we had mentioned, or you had talked about earlier this week. This is a very good team, and they do well blocking at the net, but it seemed like Ania could get them across through that block.
Right. Tiara struggled a little bit today. She was having trouble with her legs, as far as having any legs. She had the flu earlier this week, and I don't think she's quite over that yet. And, so for her, finding energy to get up, I thought she did great in the first set, but the longer second set went, she started losing her legs a little bit.
Was she in the hospital on Wednesday?
Yes.
Well, Coach, I don't know if you're emotionally able to talk about this, but what does this mean for the community? We look across the floor, and there's people, it's just really a special day for the community, and I know you've worked so hard, so many years to get here, but this year was just another little extra something there that you wanted, and if you can, talk about that.
This community deserves this so much, and for what we have went through the last couple months with the death of Brandon, all these girls knew Brandon very, very well, very good friend, our valedictorian, true sport athlete. And to be able to do this for Randy, Marla, Megan, Jake, and Miranda means the world to us. And, just for this community, it's amazing.
Well, certainly my congratulations. It's a very special feeling. Mr. Kavanaugh said it's just indescribable to finally get to watch Barr-Reeve get on the podium and get the blue medal this time.
Finally get the blue. I believe they said after 8 trips, counting baseball, basketball, and volleyball together, I believe it's 8.
Once it breaks through, it may be a little easy. I remember before your time, that was tough enough to win a sectional.
Yeah.
But then once that broke through, and this year was the 19th or 18th, 19th sectional?
I believe 19th for the program, yes.
So once you knock down that door, and as Shady alluded to, that Albert has always said that, once you just keep knocking at that door, and maybe it'll open. So, Amber,
thank you.
I know you want to get back to your players. I wanted to come over. I know when we talked to you a little bit, well, we might mention, too, one of your players, the Mental Attitude Award.
Yes, Jen Annette Mental Attitude Award. Just an awesome honor for her, for her family, and for our school. It's amazing.
Somebody asked me, said, was she going to Oakland City to play, too, with all the other Barr-Reeve players down there?
I know she's looking at basketball. She's hoping, something opens up for her in basketball. She's got a couple colleges looking at her right now. So we just wish her the best of luck.
Well, Amber, again, congratulations, and enjoy this. And I don't know what the plans are back at Barr-Reeve. Are they going to have a rally tonight?
I'm not sure. We'll just have to get with Ash and see.
I didn't know what they would do. But
we'll just have to get with Ash and Doyle and see what they have.
The ride's going to be good on the way home.
The ride will be very good on the way home. Yes, it will.
Okay, enjoy it. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Amber DeCourcy, the coach of the Lady Vikings, as they win here 3-1, as they win the state championship in 1A, as the Lady Vikings are the state champs.
And Mr. Kavanaugh, you're on the wrong side of the bench. You're going to have to crawl.
I don't know how I'm going to do this without I've got a headset on, but that's all right.
Well, we've done the player of the game, and we've announced the Mental Attitude Award winner, and we've talked to Coach DeCourcy, so I think our time here is about up, but certainly it's a good day. It's a beautiful Barr-Reeve day, as Mr. Albert Kavanaugh is
sun
fond of
shining.
saying.
It is. Beautiful day. And I hope I can find my grandkids that we got some riders that need to go back to Barr-Reeve country. So again, thanks to Tyler back at the station. And sometimes today it's kind of hard to communicate back and forth, but we got it done, and appreciate Al Williams for all the work that he done getting ready on the pregame show. So we appreciate that. And to all the that have followed these girls all year long. 38-2, the final, their record. It is in the record books.
That's more wins than any volleyball team at Barr-Reeve has ever had. So, more wins. We want to also say thanks to everybody that listened around the world. I know that there's happy moments all around the world and back home in Montgomery and people listening via the internet. And so it's just a special day in Montgomery, and we thank you all for being a part of it.
A couple friends of mine, Clarence and Beulah Foreman, that listen to the ball games. They always enjoy listening to Helen Dagus there in Montgomery. I want to say hi to them, and hopefully they enjoy the broadcast today. To all the Barr-Reeve fans back home listening today, enjoy it. You have a state champion in Barr-Reeve country, girls, Lady Vikings. So I would imagine sometime they will have a rally to honor this team, so stay tuned for that. Again, thanks to everyone back there. This is Old Lou along with Shady saying so long for now.
probably the hardest thing you can ever do. All this week, as a former player, all of us teachers, we all have our game plan, how we think the key to each game is. Bottom line, this whole week we felt very confident. The reason we felt confident, our senior leaders, the people that led our team, these girls, you just knew they were going to go out and play. They were going to play their capabilities. There was no denying it. There was just no denying it. We were just so confident. Girls, congratulations. You guys worked so hard. One point I did want to make, Mr. Ash, he was seated at the end of the court in the IHSAA. They had a trainer sitting right next to him, and she kept on marveling about our student section. She's like, they are just so positive. They are having such a good time. Everything they say is so positive. Just cheering for their team. She's never seen anything like it. Let's give it up for our student section. He's been right here. He talked to me this week. His goal was he just hoped to see one state championship before he died. I see a lot of former athletes, a lot of former Barr-Reeve athletes out here, a lot of great former athletes. What I have in common with all you guys, we never finished our last game as a champion. These girls did. Nice job, girls. The game was pretty intense today. We came out, we got the first two games. It looked like we were going to cruise to a 3-set win. Game 3 didn't go as planned. We got off to a good start in game 4. They made a run. And I started looking for Mike DeCourcy, and I could not find him. And I was like, well, it's a big stadium, big gym, big arena. I was like, oh, he's hiding somewhere. I know he's watching somewhere. So I asked Mike, where were you at? Well, he went out to his car a couple times in that 4th game. And Mike had to pay to get back in one time. Yes, that is true. With that, I'll turn it over to Coach DeCourcy.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for this awesome opportunity. And without Him, there's no way this would have been possible today. So all glory to Him, our Heavenly Father. So thank you. Also, I'd like to share a piece of advice that I received from Mr. Doyle. Mr. Doyle, right before we got on the bus, we were going to get on the bus on Friday. He pulled me aside and he said, Amber, just be yourself this weekend. Just coach like you always do. Just don't do anything different. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Doyle. These ladies are absolutely amazing. And when I look at my 4 seniors, and when I know that they went as far as they possibly can go, they went as far as they possibly could go, and they have no regrets. They let it all out on the floor, and they finally got their blue, and I'm so proud of them. 4 seniors they're very, very special. And it's weird that we're not going to see them anymore on the floor, on the practice floor, on the game floor, and to know that they went out on top. And they are all very, very grateful enough to know that there is no way they could have done this without the rest of this row sitting beside me. I want to thank my staff. They're just amazing. Gloria works on Saturday night while we were playing Lutheran. She was all the way up at Caston, scouting our next opponent. So thank you to Gloria for all of her scouting and the awesome scouting report that she gave us to prepare for LCC. So thank you, Gloria. Is Gloria here? I'd like to thank our administrators. They helped me tremendously this week, trying to get things together. It's such a stressful week. And so they really helped me stay home, keep things together, and get things organized and ready to go. I'd like to thank our parents. I would like all of our parents, JV varsity again, please stand. And I don't think our applause can stop for you. You guys are absolutely incredible. Our parents, they kept us fed, they gave us treats, gave us snacks, kept their girls in line, and without them, none of this would be possible. So thank you, parents, for all of your support, all of your time, all of your effort. You can now say it was well worth it. It was well worth putting up with your kid when she came home. So thank you very much. Now we finally can hold our signs high, our one signs. We did it for this one family, for this one special gentleman, for this one community. And as I look out here and I see no one, I thank God that He's here. This too. I love you, Nolan. And Randy and Marla, we did this for you. We told them we were going to do it for you, and we did it. I'm going to bring my 4 seniors up here to talk. And anyone else who would like to say anything, you're more than welcome to. But we're going to start with our seniors. So you guys want to lug that thing up here, bring it on up, let's go.
Okay, first I want to thank God that He's got us here. Everything that's happened, I've said this before, but I believe that everything that's happened this season and prior seasons just led up to this and gave us this chance to win and bring it home. I want to thank my family because your guys' love and support is always never ending, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I want to be the person that I am today without you guys. So thank you. I want to thank best thing about this team is that it took every single person to get here. And I appreciate it so much, guys. I appreciate your hard work and the dedication. And how you guys always said that you did it for us. You guys got us up here, so thank you. Thank you, coaches. You guys are always there with your support and your help us get better. I understand that I'm not supposed to be able to be my hero or whatever, so thank you because it helps us win. You guys, all your fans, the support that the community gives us, you guys don't know how special you made this experience. It's really been something great, and it's always great. So thank you. Thank God. We pray all the time. It's because it's all in His hands and He controls everything. I want to thank my mom and dad, my brother, and all my grandparents. They come to every game. I think I've ever missed one. And our fans are amazing. And I guess you don't realize how much they like us. They really do. And I just remember when I was like a little girl watching, it was always like a dream that we got here instead of winning. It just makes it that much special for it to be our last year. I wouldn't want to. It's just an amazing community to have and an amazing job living. That was residential. And I love you guys so much. Thank you. First off, I want to thank my family, all the support, besides my grandparents, brothers, Steve, I would thank all there is no better feeling than walking out the sky and hearing it as it explodes. It's a feeling the crowd, it's you're lucky. You guys are amazing. You guys are always positive when we were down and then we talked to all of us. I think this team, we couldn't have done this without them. It was not just us, it's every single girl on this bench. I want to thank the coaches. Back in the summer, when we tried to figure out a motto, Amber was the one on last chance. I've never seen a coach that was more positive than we were doing. I had times we were like, our coach is better. She knew when we were not going to be able to get out of the team. To know that she had the confidence in us to do that now, it was really amazing. So thank you. And lastly, I want to thank God because without him, we give all the support he really does. He's kept us all safe, healthy, out of all this and us to our abilities. So all this goes to him. Thank you all so much. I also want to thank the cheerleaders because you guys are really awesome today. Going out and hear you guys cheer and be really loud was really awesome. This team is something that everyone always brings up in their senior year. You guys never quit, you guys never give up, and you push each other until the very end. This coach sitting at the end, we could have not been here without her. She's gives up her family time and everything to be here with us. So that's all I will have. Coach of the year last night, so.
Before I hand it back to Mr. Doyle, I just want to thank everyone who made the trip to Muncie today, who followed us from home, who listened from home, who watched from home. Your support was greatly appreciated. And Chair Block, you guys were amazing. Thank you very much for everything that you guys did and all of your support during the tournament. Vlogging crew, I also wanted to announce the state shirts that we are wearing. A certain percentage of each shirt that is sold will be going to the Brandon Wagner Scholarship Foundation. Thank you all for coming out to help us celebrate this championship team. We love you all, and we are one.
I do